All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Uh, we are doing a broadcast in different timing because we want to reach more people who they have different timing too. It might be early for those who live in America, but it's not for those who live in other location in the world. Please invite your friends and inform them that we are on air. And today our topic is about morality. One of the things we always witness when we speak to Muslims that they claim that Islam teach morality, and they claim that Muslims have better moral than anyone else. I'm not going to compare between the Muslims and Christians and Hindus and Buddhas because that is kind of useless. I mean, there is everywhere, there is bad and there is good, etc. The best way to find who is the one really, practicing the right thing, or let us say he is in the right track, is to see the teaching of the one you follow and the behavior of the one you follow and the teaching and the behavior of the one I follow. Regardless you believe that Jesus is God or not, that will not make any difference for me, at least for now. We are just going to compare between who is really a person who is following the good morality master. Let us say, for the sake of argument, assume that Muhammad is a prophet and Jesus is a prophet, as Muslims they say. Then I need to ask myself a very simple question. I mean, how in the world a Muslim can follow someone like Muhammad and forsake someone like Jesus? Even if you want to believe that he is just a prophet, how you can accept someone like Muhammad to be your prophet? In front of us we have a Muslim website, and the topic is, as you see, morality in Islam. And this is an article written a while ago. I just did search random, in Google, morality in Islam, and I get this article. So because we are not having Muslims to call us and to share their point of view, so we are going to share the point of view which is in the article. The most important aspect, as we see, let us read together, of Muslims' lives have high moral standards. Yeah, before I start, hold on, I forgot something. Before I start, there is a Christian Orthodox church established by a group of Christians who need our help. If any of you would like to help them, please feel free. Those people, they bought a church, and the church was let us say in a very bad shape. So they spend most of the money they collected together in that church repair, and now still they have, I think they are short of 40,000 euro or $1,000. So if you don't mind, if you like really to help them, I will leave the link in the site, and I will post it in Facebook. Consider yourself not inviting Christian friends to a coffee. Consider yourself doing somebody, he need a house, and his house have a leak in the roof. Somebody, his house is broken and he cannot afford to fix it. So if we cannot, and if we don't donate for the house of God, I don't know we will donate to who. I'm not asking you to donate for myself. I have nothing to do with those people, but I know them for sure. They are good people. And there's here, you will see there's a web page for the website. You can contact the priest if you are interested to talk to him directly. So you see here it says, visit our church webpage. They bought this church, which is an old, very old church, and it was in a very bad shape. As you see, you can tell by yourself here how the ceiling is. So they work in it. Everybody is doing his volunteer work, and people, they do their best to help. But most of those who attend this church are students, and they cannot really cover to fix everything. However, they did really a great job already. They cover most of it, but they need about 40,000 donation. So if you don't mind, consider yourself, I don't want to say, imagine donating for the house of Jesus. Imagine yourself taking your friend to Starbucks and spending $10. If you cannot afford much, make $1 donation. Nobody is asking you for a lot. So let us help them, and let us do the work of God, and let us repair a house which is going to be like praying for the Lord again, a house which was ignored and left by itself. And this church is so beautiful. Actually, if you look at the pictures of the church, it is so beautiful church. And I wish myself, I wish I'm rich, and honest to God, if I am, I will cover all the money they need. It's a very beautiful church, and it's a shame that such a building is being ignored. So those guys, they are doing great work. They are repairing the church, they are fixing it, and already they are praying inside this church. So this is an amazing, beautiful work. And our duty as a Christian to support each other. It doesn't matter what a church it is. Those are Orthodox, but as I said, I don't really take a side. I don't care if they are Catholic or Orthodox or Protestant. When we see a church need help, we always, all of us, should support. So do your part, be part of helping them, and may the Lord bless you for doing such a work. Now we go back, and this is part of the morality which the Messiah, he taught us. This is part of the morality. We don't wait until somebody to tell us to help. If we see that something need to be done, then we should help, and we do not wait for an invitation to help. That's what the Christ, he taught us, and this is what we should do. So going back to our topic, which actually the same topic we are talking about, the claim of morality. How moral and how morality work in Islam. One of the most important aspect of Muslims, and this is the article I'm reading, I'm not making a statement, this is the Muslim article. To have a high moral standard, and here I have to freeze a little bit and ask myself what Muslims mean when they say high moral standard. What exactly the Muslim mean by saying high moral standard? Because words is cheap, and we need details. When you see this article here speaking about high moral standards, since the beginning of Islam, the Prophet Muhammad was mainly concerned with teaching and disciplining Muslims to have the best manner and personal. I mean, is that really true? Is that really true that Muhammad, he was teaching the Muslims to have the best manner? And then they say here, his personal life and behavior were reflective of his teaching. That's I agree. His I mean, that's wonderful. His behavior, his personal life and his behavior were reflective of his teaching, which were revealed to him by Allah in the Noble Quran. What Allah, he says to Muhammad, and indeed you are of a great moral character. Who is saying that to Muhammad? Allah. I mean, have you ever heard of God praising a man, saying to him, indeed you are a great in a great moral? How that can be? All a human being is sinners. So in this broadcast today, we are going to discuss how high the morality of Muhammad. We will not talk about the morality of Muslims because that will not be really necessarily to judge. I believe you judge the founder, not a follower, because a follower, he might be fake follower, The Muslim, they might say, well, they are wrong followers. They can say whatever they say, but they cannot say Muhammad, he was a wrong follower of Islam. They cannot say Muhammad, he did not understand Islam very well. So what is really the morality of Muhammad? If there is a Muslim, he is listening and he would like to call me, I really appreciate a Muslim calling us, and you know, maybe we can, maybe he can prove to us something. Maybe we get it wrong. As I understand, that Muhammad was a very bad person. Not not only he was a very bad person, he was an evil, a thief, a criminal, a liar, a deceiver, and a womanizer. And when I say a womanizer, I'm not talking about liking women. Me myself as a man, I like women. Nothing wrong with that. God, he made me as a man, he made her as a woman, and women and men, they like each other. That's good. Not good is that a man like a man. So when we say a womanizer, we are talking about a man, he have no dignity, a man who even willing to do past the cross line, which he should not do for the sake of having a woman in his bed. So when the Muslim, they speak about Muhammad, the good man, if right now if we go in the internet and we search for Ghazawat Muhammad, what a Ghazawat Muhammad mean? The attack of Muhammad. Attack what? He used to attack the caravan. He is a caravan attacker. The Muslim, they will say to you, well, he was kicked from Mecca, they did not take their stuff with them. That's false. They took their stuff and they took everything. And even if somebody kicked me from a city, I'm going to stand in the road, who is even walking the road, I'm going to attack them and take their money and kill them, man. Is that the morality? So from the beginning of Islam, Muhammad was a thief, he was a pirate, the same as a Somalian pirate we hear about them today, who hijack a ship, they attack the ship, they force themselves on the ship, and they kidnap the people, and they ask for ransom, and they steal the money in the ship, and then this is how they make living. What is the morality? If we go right now, let us clean the screen. Again, if there is a Muslim would like to call me, feel free. Just let me know. I will turn on my Skype and you can call me as you wish. You know, once I saw a video of a Muslim making a speech in a city hall in I forgot which state, Tennessee, something like that. And he said in the city hall, he said, in this city hall where we are sitting here, everybody in this building and the founder of your country, they used to own slaves. And I was laughing. Muhammad, he was a guy who buy and sell slaves. How a Muslim, he talk about the founders of America and they say they are used to be owning slaves and this is bad supposedly, but he forgot to mention that Islam is the religion of slavery, and Muhammad himself, he used to own slaves and he died and still he owned a slave, which means he did not free them. And one of them, great example, a guy, his name is Bilal al-Habashi, the Ethiopian Bilal, which Muhammad enslaved him, and Muhammad died, and yet he did not free him. Now, Muhammad morality. Muhammad morality. Let us see here some of the morality of Muhammad. Which verse I will take? Which verse? Let us take this one. Hold on. Let us start with this one. In chapter 4, verse number 24, which is an extremely important verse for Muslims, it says, وَالْمُحَصَّنَاتُ مِنَ النِّسَاءِ إِلَّا مَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانَكُمْ كِتَابُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ وَأُحِلُّ لَكُمْ وَوَرَاءَ ذَلِكَ etc. فما استمتعتم به منهن فآتوهن أجورهن. This verse says that it's forbidden for you married women except the women you kidnap them from their husbands. Chapter 4 verse number 24. It's forbidden for you, it's unlawful for you, women already married. So we are talking about what? We are talking about women who they have a husband. Women they are already married, the Muslims they kidnap them from their husbands, and those are lawful for you. That is the morality. However, the story here, actually this is not really why I quote this verse for. We know that Muhammad he kidnapped women and he raped them, and half of his wives actually they were kidnapped and raped. Even before he raped them, his men raped them. As an example, Safiya. But here you will see Muhammad is teaching something beyond the rape of the slaves he captured. He is talking about a Muslim woman, she can rent her vagina and she get paid for the vagina service. You see here they say to you, this is the Muslim translation, they say to you that it is forbidden for you a married woman except a slave, and then he continues saying, except for these all others are lawful provided you seek them in marriage with a gift from your property. It doesn't say that there is no marriage and there is no, what are you talking about? And then they say here adores. This verse is the verse of the muta. What muta mean? Muta mean when you go somewhere, you go in the street, you see a Muslim woman, you say to her, how much you charge me if I sleep with you for 2 hours? You have to tell how long, and then you discuss how much. So if she agree and you agree, this is halal in Islam. The Muslim they will say to you, well, this is was in a like certain time and now it's forbidden. It doesn't matter what certain time or not. And by the way, never been forbidden. Because the Muslim they say that we are people who obey Allah, and we cannot find one place in the Quran says that this practice changed anywhere, any mean. If we go in the Quran, in the Hadith, sorry, we will find the nature of Muhammad. All right. Let us see which one we will read for you. Here we see an example how Muhammad and his men they were horny, and the story is saying that men and Muhammad they were away from their wives and they desire sexual intercourse. So what we will do? So they ask Muhammad what we should do. It doesn't matter really if you do it or not. The advice is very simple. Do what is written in the book of Allah. What is in the book of Allah is to do sex with women you do not know, just for sex. And Muhammad he refused that. I want to show you a more clear hadith about this. Here we go. Look at this hadith. Let us zoom in. We went out with the messenger of Allah on the fair wall to do Hajj, and then said, "Oh messenger of Allah, we became horny, and it became difficult to us to stay away from women." So he said, Look what he said. And look at the fast translation. He said, then make temporary marriage. You know what? I will shave my 20-foot beard if you can show me where it says there, do temporary marriage. The liar Muslims, they always insert the word marriage when Muhammad never said that. Muhammad, he said in Arabic, and let me show you. When they said to him, we cannot take it no more, we need to F some women. Look what he said. قال فاستمتعوا من هذه النساء. Go enjoy those women. He did not say go and do marry those women. What marriage? What temporary marriage? They said to him, we are horny, what we will do? You know, we did not F any women for a while. What we will do? This is the religion of effing. There's no marriage. Even the word nukah mean the F word, and I will show that to you. So what the advice of Muhammad for those who they said we need women? He said go and F them. Here we go, this woman, go F them. And then that's why I say to you always, don't ever trust Muslims translating for you anything. And then they went. So here there's no word marriage. This is temporarily effing, which means there's no marriage. This is why it's called temporary. Have you ever heard of marriage is temporary? I mean, what temporarily mean? 15-minute marriage? Have you ever heard of somebody marrying someone for 15 or for 1 hour just to F her and to F him? You see, the morality is in Islam is to give titles to cover the shame of this cult. So they add the word marriage for fornication. Do you understand what I'm saying? Islamic claim too much morality. So what they do to cover fornication or killing or a theft, they give it different name. Like when Muhammad he attacked the neighbors and he take their women, what they call it? Fatah, opening, not a theft, not a stealing, not a terror, not a killing. When a man he sleep with the women for 15 minutes and he pay her money, this is not prostitution. They call it temporary marriage. Trying to fool us or to fool yourself. Is that the morality of Jesus? What Jesus will say if he heard or saw such a thing, and I'm sure he hear us right now, of a guy who claimed to be a prophet, he allowed his men to go and enjoy women, and he said random women. He did not even say like go find a woman she like you. No, you go look, there's women there, go F them, go F them, huh? Go F them. Now the Muslims, they went to those women, which Muhammad he point his finger at. They went to them and they asked them to allow them to F them. I mean, what kind of society the society is? You go to a woman you see in the street, you say, hey, I want to F you. So we went to them, but they insisted on setting a fixed time between us and them. Imagine, guys, I like a girl, and supposedly this is about marriage. You see, let us expose the lies and the morality of Muslims. If this is a marriage, since when women they will ask you for how long you will marry us? Have you ever heard of a girl, she will say to you, you need to tell me right now how long you will marry me? An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 night, 2 nights. This is marriage. And this is the morality which Muslim they speak about. You see that the funny about the Muslim, they say to you the Western are scumbag, they have boyfriend and girl. The Western, they have a lot more honor than your prophet himself. At least they do say, and they name things when they do it wrong. They name it as it is. A person, he have a girlfriend, he say, I have a girlfriend. He don't care a temporary marriage. They have more dignity than you. You Muslims, you do more evil stuff. A girlfriend for a Western man, she is not getting paid to take off her panty. Your women are being a prostitute. She take off her panty for the sake of money. She is not interested in you. She is interested in how much money you will pay or what you will give her. Because at that time, money was everything. Like people, they go to the market, not necessarily carrying money. Actually, most of people at that time, they didn't even use money. It was not really too much popular to have money unless you live in a state, and those two people don't live in state. They are not part of any state. Bedouin in the desert. So what they do, they exchange goods. This is their money. I give you something, you give me something in return. What do you have? So they mentioned that to the prophet, and he said, okay, set a fixed time between you and them. I mean, what a wonderful prophet. Imagine, Lord forgive me, I'm just saying that for the sake of education, for the dumb one, the Abdul who don't want to understand. Imagine Peter and Paul and Mark and me walking with Jesus. It will be my lucky day to see that day. And then I say to the Lord, hey Lord, I need a woman, I cannot take it no more. And then Jesus, he said to me, oh, go, you see those girls there, go sleep with them. How dare you Muslims to lecture others about morality, and you have such a person teaching you that you can rent a woman vagina per hour or per minute. This is your best man. He is the one who is giving advice, allowing you to rent women for a fixed period of time. And if the Muslim, they want to say to us, well, this is later was forbidden, it doesn't matter he forbid it or not. This is explained to us who is he, and what is the proof he forbid it. We have a verse in the Quran that says that he did practice it. There's a hadith from Ali. He said, if not Umar forbid muta, which is renting a woman for one night or 1 hour stand, no Muslim will commit adultery. For sure no Muslim will commit adultery, because all of them, they would do muta. For adultery and muta is the same. According to Ali, the one who forbid it is Umar. And the Shia, they say that Umar, what happened, he slept with the women and he came long after to do muta again. And then he found out that the woman he slept with her was the daughter of that woman he did muta from her. And that's why he forbid that. But it doesn't matter who forbid it. What kind of a prophet he allowed it. As you see, people at that time, they are not doing muta. Otherwise, people, they will not ask him, should we go that? Can we do that? He is the one who gave the advice to do it voluntarily. Why he did not say go and marry some women? You know, okay, you are horny, you need a woman, okay, go find a woman to marry you. What do you mean go enjoy them? And what do you mean for a preset time? So when a Muslim he speak about morality, you always put in your mind, morality for Muslims is to be a person who hire women for sex and pay them wages for opening their legs. This is the morality of Islam. Morality in Islam, that you can do everything which is filthy and disgusting as long you are doing it according to the teaching of the Prophet, because he is the best man. If the best man was a thief, so what kind of morality we will get from the thieves? If the best man he was an adulterer, what is the morality of fighting adultery will come from his followers? And how we can compare this with the teaching of Jesus, the one who said that if your eye will take you to hell, take it, unblock it, take it off. What we will do with this, and the teaching of the Bible says, don't wish a woman she is not yours. In different hadith, we will find Another kind of morality about Muhammad. Once Muhammad was sitting in the front of his house with his friends, and a woman, she walked by. A woman, she walked by. Sahih Muslim, the book of marriage. The funny they call it marriage. I mean, look at this, guys. The book of marriage. When you see, when you hear a Muslim saying marriage, you believe it. You think the Muslims believe in marriage. There is no marriage in Islam. Guys, what is the name of the book? Read with me, please. What is the name of the book? Kitabun Nikah. You see, they have it for you in English. Kitab what? And Nikah. Okay, what Nikah mean? What Nikah mean? Nikah mean to F someone. So why they lie and they say Nikah mean marriage? How we can prove that Nikah mean to F somebody? Let me show you. That's why I say always, don't ever take Muslims' words, explain to you their religion. They love to lie. Lying is part of Islam, my friends. All right. This is the Muslim website, alislam.org. alislam.org. Okay. What the word nikah mean? Let us see. I will go down until I found it. Here we go. Read with me, please. Nikah, look here, it says nikah is literally mean sexual intercourse. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is what Islam believe in. There's no marriage. The book of nikah is the book of effing. So why they translate in English, they say the book of marriage, when this book about nikah, and nikah is literally means the F word. If the Prophet of Islam is a prophet who have a dignity, why he wanna call the act of marriage the F word? Why in Arabic we have the word, we have many words for marriage. Why we want to use nikah? And you see, if I say my own words, they will say he giving you false translation. As you see, this is an official Islamic website. This is not my website. I have nothing to do with it. alislam.org. So here when they translate for us the word nikah and they say to us nikah mean marriage, I mean, is that a joke? The book of marriage? It's not the book of marriage, it's the book of nikah. It's the book of effing. This is why here, and excuse my language, guys, I'm not being rude, but I am saying things as it is. This is why we see here Muhammad, he did not go marry, he is married already, and he did not go to his wife and ask her to marry him again. No, he went to his wife and he effed her. Jabir reported that Allah Messenger saw a woman. He saw what? Saw a woman. And so he come to his wife. What do you mean he saw a woman? What does that mean, he saw a woman? I see women every day. So it doesn't say that. Muhammad, he saw a woman and he got horny. He liked that woman. He was staring at her ass. He was staring at her body. He could not hold himself. Right away he went to his wife Zainab, and he was so horny to the point that Zainab, she was tanning leather. Do you know what does that mean? When they tan leather, they have a boiling water and they have leather and they look so ugly and they smell, and she is busy and she might burn herself. Muhammad, he cannot take it no more. So he went to Zainab as she was tanning a leather and had sexual intercourse with her. So what made Muhammad go and have sex with his so-called wife? And I'm not going to talk right now about who is Zainab later. Zainab, for those who do not know, is the wife of his own son by adoption, who Muhammad, he forced him to divorce her so he can have her and if her. So Muhammad, he saw a woman, he went to Zainab. So what the connection between seeing the women and effing Zainab? That this woman, she made him excited. How a woman she will make an excitement to a man unless the man is not thinking of her in a certain way. We see a lot of women every day, right? And me as a man, if I see a woman in the street, why she want to make me excited? Unless me is staring at her in a certain way. It is the way we think of a woman what will make us excited or not. So it's very normal if you like a woman and or you love her, then she can make you excited, no problem with that. But this is a woman just walking down street. Why a prophet of God? If we ask a Muslim, you say to them, is it allowed for a Muslim man to stare or to look at a woman she is not his wife? They will say no. A'udhu billah, no way, my friend. Okay, the prophet was the best of men, right? Yes, the prophet was best of men. So what he was doing here? He was looking at her bum. What make him exactly feel that he need to go right now and if his wife immediately, to the point he cannot even wait until she finish her work? Is that the morality of a man? Is that what Peter and Luke and Mark they used to do? Is that what Jesus was doing? For sure we know that Jesus, he have no any sexual activities ever. However, the teaching of Christ is so clear about that. You cannot wish a woman she is not yours. You should not. And look how the evil Muhammad, how he blamed the women. After he saw the women staring at the woman, look at her ass, he went to Zainab, he F Zainab, and then he says what he says. Look at me, look at this, read with me. The women advances and retires in the shape of the devil. So it is not him the devil, it is the women. I mean, can you believe this is scumbag? It is not him, it's not him the devil, it is the women. I mean, Muhammad is a victim, can't you tell? The woman is the one who advances and retires in the shape of a devil. Hold on, Muhammad. If the woman she is a devil, why you went to Zainab to F her? Why you want to F the devil? Why you believe women are the devil, but yet you have at least 13 wives and hundreds of mistress and sex slaves? Is that how you Muslims have the best morality? That when you see a woman you should go and do your wife? So you stare at a woman and you see, I'm a good guy, I'm not going to do her, I'm going to do my wife. But I look at her ass, I look at her breast, I stare, I get aroused, I get excited, and then I go to my wife and then I do my wife. You see, I'm a good guy. What morality? Now, as long we mention Zainab, as we see here in the screen, Zainab is a married woman to his Muhammad son by adoption, and Muhammad himself is the one who married her to him, which make me believe clearly that Muhammad, he used to have sexual intercourse with her when she was married. And when he could not take it no more that she is sleeping with someone else, he want to have her in his house. Now he is a prophet, now he's strong, now nobody can disobey him. So he went to her house and he flirted with the married women. He flirted with what? With the married women. If we go and see in the story which is reported by Muslims, we will find the following. You see, everything we say, we give reference. Everything we say, we give a reference. Let me pull up the reference. We don't like to give speeches. We don't do that. The book in front of us is Tafsir al-Qurtubi, and we can read it from different tafsir, no problem. You will see in the Muslims interpretation, and sorry I don't have it in English, you know, I have it if you have my books you can read from there. You will see what happened exactly. Let me show you. ثم أنه عليه السلام أتى زيدا يوما يطلبه فأبصر زينب قائمة كانت بيضاء جسيمة من أتم نساء قريش فهويها. So Muhammad once he went to visit his own son Zayd, looking for him. So he saw Zainab and she was standing up and she was white and beautiful and big and one of the most beautiful women of the tribe of Quraysh. So he loved her. This guy, he loved all the women walking by. The women walking in the street, he loved her. He F his wife. The woman, she is married. The Muslims reporting to us that Muhammad, he went to the wife of his own son and she was married. You know, the Muslim, they will say to you, do you know that David, he was you know, he like a woman, she was married. David, he cried asking God for forgiveness. He knew he was a sinner. He knew he was doing wrong. He knew he was doing a stupid bad thing. Here the Muslims praising him for that, and Allah gave him a verse saying go and take her. But this woman is a married woman. How you love a married woman? And what kind of love? It's a lust. This guy, he don't care for them. He just want to F more women. And then he said when he saw her standing up, and according to some story in the same page actually, that she was seeing through, she was wearing seeing through clothes or clothing. So he saw her body. She's almost naked. So Muhammad, he said, Subhanallah muqallibul qulub. Praise be to Allah, the one who made my heart go crazy for you or flip for you. فسمعت زينب بالتسبيح. So Zainab, she heard her praise to her. So she told Zayd. Who is Zayd? Her husband. She told Zayd. So Zayd went right away to Muhammad and says, I want to divorce her, man. I don't want to divorce her. I don't like her. She is bad. You see the scam? It's obvious that the wife of Zayd and Muhammad, they have a relationship together. And now she decide that he should know that it's time for him to leave her because your dad, he want me. So here you will see in Arabic it says فَفَطِنَ Zayd. So Zayd got an attention for that. So he knew now that his father is effing his wife. So he went to the Prophet. He said, the Prophet, let me divorce her. I don't really like her. You know, she is so proud. And Muhammad, he said to him, which is a verse in the Quran right now, أمسك عليك زوجك واتق الله. So Muhammad says to him, come man, keep your wife, man, don't divorce her. Look at the hypocrite liar. An hour ago he was in the house of the man saying to his wife, my heart is beating for you, I am in love with you. Now he is saying to the husband, as nothing happened, oh, man, don't divorce her. Come on, don't divorce her. He knows going to divorce her because there's no man have a dignity will accept to keep a woman she is sleeping with his father. But because he do not know, he do not dare to do anything. And maybe even Muhammad will kill him if he did not. So look at the hypocrite. He was flirting with the women 15 minutes ago, and after 15 minutes, he said to the husband, no, 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 keep your wife, man, keep your wife. No, no, keep your wife. This is the morality. I go to my own friend, forget about my son. The Muslim, they will say to you that, well, this is a son by adoption. That's even more ugly. You see, when you adopt a person as a son, and if you don't believe you are qualified to be a father, or let us say it is not right for you to be a father, how you go to the house of somebody? Let us say he is not your son, let us say he's your friend, let us say he's your neighbor. You go to his wife when the husband is not there and you flirt with her. Is that the morality? So based in the morality which Muhammad he did, every Muslim, he can go and flirt with married women in her house when the man is not there. And you will notice that Muhammad, he said that loudly to that woman in purpose. For sure he wanted her to hear what he said. Otherwise, why he did not keep that in his heart? Let us say I saw a woman and she is so beautiful and I was tempted. Okay, it can happen. Why I spoke loud to this married woman to the point she can hear me? He is not just doing it because he is tempted. He is doing it in purpose. The woman, she is married, she have a husband, and I challenge any Muslim to tell me that it's okay to flirt with married women. The Muslim, they will give you speeches about that is not right, that's not good. So how your prophet he did it? Well, he is a prophet. And look here, and it says that Allah, look, Allah, he sent wind, so he lift up the curtain, and Zainab, she was a mutafaddila, which means almost wearing no clothes in her house. Here we go, it's Allah. Allah, he sent wind, so he lift up the clothes or the curtain, so Muhammad, he can see her legs and her ass. And then fara'a Zainab fawaqa'at fi nafsihi, so he saw Zainab and he wanted her. And ووقع في نفس زينب أنها وقعت في نفس النبي, and Zainab, she know now that Muhammad, he wanted to F her. This is the morality. This is the morality. I go to my neighbor house or my son house or my friend house and I flirt with the women, and I say to her with loud voice, with no shame, praise be to Allah, the one who made my heart beat for you. Muhammad, are you sure the one who was beating for her is your heart or your penis? Actually, just to show you how shameful, disgusting this religion is, look what Zainab, she said, to show you that she is part of this crime. They are cheating in the poor husband. Look what Zainab, she said. وفي بعض الروايات أن زيدا تورم ذلك منه حين أراد أن يقربها. What? Muslims, anyone who speak Arabic here as a Muslim, wanna call me and explain to me how this happened. وروي في الخبر أنه أمسى زيد فأوى إلى فراشه فقالت زينب ولم يستطعني زيد وما امتنع منه غير ما منعه الله مني. In that night, Zaid, he wanted to F his wife Zainab, so he could not do it. His penis is like it's not working. And Zainab, she said, I believe it was Allah who would stop him from effing me. And then she said that the reason that happened, that each time Zaid, he tried to do her, Allah make his penis swell. إن زيدا تورم ذلك منه حين أراد أن يقربها. That Zaid penis swell each time he tried to F her. I mean, do you see the morality? Allah is biting the penis of the husband, and he is the husband. He made the penis of the husband swell. It's a miracle. You see, when Muhammad he like a woman, Allah will not make the husband penis work. So Allah he made the penis of the husband swell. What do you want more proof of miracles and Muhammad is a prophet? How you can ignore that? So what this article here is about, the best example is Muhammad. Muhammad is the best example? Are you sure? Muslims, are you sure Muhammad is the best example? If this is your best example, sorry guys, I mean this guy is a scumbag. Ask yourself, Muslims, if a man he do that with your wife, what you would do to him? If God he did that to you yourself, what if Muhammad come to your house and he like your wife and Allah make your penis swell? Are you going to love this God? Are you going to love Muhammad because he is going to if your wife and Allah he make your penis swell? What morality? What about teaching people you can lie? Muhammad he said you can lie in three cases: to your wife, to your family, and to your friends. Who is left? Morality? I mean, Muslims they have a big shot when they speak about morality. As he said, the best of you is the best among you in conduct. Yeah, we saw how you are in best in conduct. We saw it, we saw it. Another example of the morality, but now I'm not going to talk about Muhammad. I will give Muhammad a break. I will give Muhammad a break. Look at this. All of you, you know that I have many books, and one of them is in German, right? The Muslims, they make videos. You see this guy here. He made videos asking the Muslims to go and make a fake review of my books. This is the morality of Muslims. This is the morality of Muslims. Go and make a false review of a Christian Prince book. But you did not buy my book, you did not read my book, you do not know even what one letter what is written there. This is exactly the morality of Islam. How somebody claim morality he do this, and then you go in the page of Amazon. Let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you the morality of Muslims. All right. This is my German book. And actually, people who speak German, they love this book. They love it, they love it, they love it. And you can ask anyone. Now you will see here in the review, not everybody buy a book or read it, he review, few of them. There's 48 review. It's almost 4 stars, 3 stars and a half. Look how many 1 star. Let me show you the 1 star. You know who is the 1 star, right? The 1 star review is from people who never bought the book. Look. You see in Amazon, when somebody buy a book, is going to show in the top of his name, it says verified purchase. None of those Muslims did buy the book. And look at this guy, he's posting from the Bible. This is the second guy. He never bought the book, 1 star. This is a third guy, Salim. He never bought the book, 1 star. This guy never bought the book, 1 star. This guy never bought the book, 1 star. 1 star, 1 star. None of them bought the book. The reason for that, because Islam is a religion of morality. Should a Muslim ask himself, hold on, this is not honest? I did not even read a page in this book. Shouldn't he say to himself, shame on me to make a review in a book I never read? It doesn't matter. They are Muslims. They are followers of the devil. Look, look, all of those. None of them did buy my book. None of them bought it. Now here you will see who bought the book. This guy is giving me 5 stars. What it says next to his name? Verified purchase, which means this person, he really bought the book. You see it in red. They have no dignity. They have no honor. You see, I did not start talking about Muslims because I want to show you first how filthy Muhammad is, and that will explain why Muslims, they do what they do. If Muhammad was a good person, a Muslim, he should say to himself, I'm not going to make a false review of a book I did not buy, or a movie I did not watch. How you can review a book you never saw? I will tell you how. For your father is the devil, and your father is the father of all lies. That's what the Bible says, and that's what Jesus said. Because of that, you deny Christ, for you are following the devil. You deny the one who is teaching a good teaching, and you follow Muhammad, the child molester, the womanizer, the woman he flirted with his own son wife, and then later he forced him to take her. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and Muhammad was a murderer. He was a liar. He ignored the truth, for he have no truth in him. When he speak lies. And this is why we see Muhammad promising men to have women you can see through their bones because they are so white, trying to tip men to go and die for him for the sake of a vagina. When he speak lies. So is his followers. They make a review of a book they never bought, they never saw, they never hold in their hand. They speak too much of morality. What about the morality of beating your wife? What about the prophet who taught me how to deal with women? Do you think a man, he have a dignity, he respect himself, he will beat a woman? It doesn't matter how bad the woman is. Now if the woman, she attack you, you have the right to defend yourself. It doesn't mean if she's a woman, you know, you hold your hands and she can beat you and she can, maybe she can kill you too, right? No, we're not saying that. Islam taught the man that the good man is the one who treat his wife in certain way. What way? By beating her. By beating her. You know, the Muslim, they say to us, the prophet, he says, take care of the women, they are easy to break. Yeah, but he taught you too, and you can breathe her. I mean, what to break? Oh, beat the wife. Yes, it says beat the wife, but beat them lightly, lightly to the point you make. You know, guys, they say to you, beat the wife, but don't make an injury. Thank you very much for not making an injury, my friend. Dogs in America, they have more rights than Muslim women. If my neighbor, if anyone saw me beating an animal, it doesn't matter what animal, a cat, a dog, anything, the police will come to my house and I will be arrested and I will be taken to court. So what kind of religion teach you as a Muslim man that it's okay to beat the women? As we see in the front of us. So we can rent women for sex. We can have up to 4 women for sex. and we can divorce as many as we wish. You see, there's no limitation for how many women you can divorce in Islam. Not only like when people they think that a Muslim man he can marry up to 4. That's not true. Muslim men, they have no limitation of how many they can marry. A Muslim wanna call me? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Look like there's a Muslim would like to call, so let us give him a chance to call. No problem. You do not need to like I do not need to add you. Just call me directly. All right. Call me. The Muslim guy who wanna call, feel free to call, please. Let us see. I want to show you that. Call me, my friend. Call me. The Muslim is trying to call. You do not need to add me. Just call. Debate TV. That's me, somebody. Let us see. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Welcome in the live broadcast. So you are calling. What is the question you have for us? Hello. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you right now. So what do you want to say to us?
Oh, hello. Hello. I just want to talk about something, if you don't mind.
Well, we have a topic here is about morality in Islam. So if you don't mind, we stay in the topic, and maybe after we finish, we can go to something else.
Okay. Okay. Morality in Islam.
Yes. Are you a Muslim?
No.
Oh, okay.
I come from a Muslim family.
Oh, all right. So you are. I thought you are a Muslim. Actually, I was happy, excited that a Muslim is calling me. I'm disappointed now.
Don't worry. I'll try to live up to your
Okay.
standard.
Then let us go to your question. What is your question then?
I didn't really have a question. I just wanted to talk about something.
All right. Okay, go ahead.
Basically, because you've got a YouTube platform, I want to talk about the doctrine of the Trinity, if you don't mind.
No problem. Go ahead.
No. So basically, there's a lot of Muslims online in very well-known YouTube channels, such as SC Dawah and all these kinds of Muslim channels. And I've been watching a lot of their videos, and the amount of lies and misrepresentation of Christian doctrine that the Muslim perpetrate on a daily basis is absolutely astonishing. And to be honest, I just really want to address some of their points that they make.
No problem. You see, my friend, this is actually part of the morality, because if somebody is follower of the good God, he will not lie about someone else belief in order to promote himself. So Muslims, they have a lack of morality, and this is why that explains why they are doing this, because their father is the devil, and they, he is from the beginning a liar. He is the founder of all lies. So what do you expect from a Muslim who follow Islam to be?
The blind leading the blind.
No, they're the blind, by the way. They're the blind. They knew they are lying. You see what you just said. They say lies about the Trinity, right? So they knew it's a lie. There's no way they do not know. They know. But the question is why they lie. I mean, okay, no problem. You want to refuse the Trinity, refuse it. You want to speak against it, but don't lie about what the Christian about the Christian belief. You know what I mean?
I think the reason is why they have to lie about Christian doctrine is because the intellectual foundations of Islam are so weak. The only way that they can propagate their own beliefs is by misrepresenting certain facts.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, because they have nothing. They have no base. They have no base, and when you have no base, you have to fabricate base so you can be more convincing.
So Muslims believe that Jesus was one of their mightiest prophets, and he worshipped Allah and things like this. However, there's no historical evidence of a Muslim Jesus ever existing. The only time a Muslim Jesus came into existence is when Muhammad thought of him up. And when we go to our earliest, most reliable records of the life history of Jesus, it clearly shows that Jesus thought of himself as the divine Son of God.
You know, my friend, when somebody speak about Jesus as a Muslim, then we need to see the character of a Muslim in Jesus. Forget about history. You know, let us say they want to say that Jesus was a Muslim. Okay, if Jesus was a Muslim, then he should be child molester like Muhammad.
Yeah.
He should be beating women. He should be marrying many women. He should be teaching us to lie. He should be teaching us to cheat. He should be teaching us that you can lie in 3 cases. That did Jesus says ever lie in 3 cases? Everything in the Bible says the opposite of what Muhammad said. So where is, you know, in order to see Jesus the Muslim, the one they are trying to talk about, we should find any of the teaching of Jesus except anything in Islam. Do Jesus says to us go and kiss stones and bow down to in front of stones? Did Jesus says to us that you know, there's a Kaaba and you go around it and this is where your sin will be forgiven if you touch a black stone on the right and black stone on the left? Did Jesus says to you that if you go and kill a lizard, Allah will give you 100 reward, which is very funny and stupid? Did Jesus says to you that if you kill a human being for the sake doing jihad for Allah, then Allah will give us a lot of virgin? Jesus, he said in our heaven that there's no women, there's no women for sex. He and she, they will be the same as angels. So
no marriage at the resurrection.
Yes, there is no marriage, there is no sex. We will be the same as angels. What does that mean? We are going to be free from all needs. This is what angels are about. They don't have needs. They do not need to rest. They do not need to sleep. They do not food. They do not need anything. So Jesus promised us a freedom of a noble, higher spiritual life. Happy in Islam is having a big belly full of shish kebab, falafel, hummus, and women in the bed, and she is naked. So if we have the same God, if we have the same Jesus, at least Jesus should teach the same heaven. Now, can the Muslim show us where in our book it says if you go and kill somebody, God will reward you with women who they are so white to the point you can see through the bones, and you will be having orgasm for 70 years? The teaching of Islam is a teaching. Islam present for me a snake, a snake, but this snake go in your bed, and you don't see it. So you feel something soft is touching you. You might think maybe it's your wife. You might think it's maybe your cat, but the fact it is a very poison snake. That is Islam. But they try to present themselves as a religion, as a solution. But if Islam was a solution, how come Muhammad was not even have a good life in his own time? His wives were unhappy from him, disgusted by his behavior, and I can show right now in front of all the Muslims a clear evidence from their own books about how Muhammad was disgusting. Even the Quran speak about his wives. They go strike against him. Strike, imagine. It's like what we see in the street. You know, what is missing is to see just people throwing rocks and say death to Muhammad. So Muhammad was a very bad example in his time, and we just show people how he go to visit his own son, and then he cheat on his son, and he flirt with the wife. When Jesus said, if your eye will take you to hell, you better unblock it, take it off. So how we can compare Jesus, if he is a Muslim, to Islam?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
So, you know, Muslims, and actually here we go. I am here, and I am waiting for a Muslim to call me, and I have no problem if they want to speak about different topic, you know. But as you see, they have no courage. Muslims, they make their statement in the front of people who do not know what Christianity is about, and they debate only people who do not know what Islam is about, because this is the only way to you know, to guarantee that they will not get busted. It's like, you know, it's like going to I'm not going to debate a somebody he have a degree, PhD in mathematics about mathematics, because I will look like a fool. I don't have that knowledge, so he will make fun of me and everybody will laugh at me. And this is exactly what the Muslims will do. They will debate you about something you do not know, so they choose carefully. They are going to debate who. They will not debate you the second they notice that you know what you are talking about, you know your book, you know their book. They will avoid even saying hello to you. But if you don't know, then they will be fighting over you to debate you.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening here. We are here. We go. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a Muslim to call me.
I think if we were to compare the morality of Jesus and the Jesus of the New Testament and the Muhammad of Islam, for example, I don't know the exact hadith references, but Muhammad bought and traded slaves. In fact, he bought one Arab slave for 2 black slaves.
Yeah, well, there's tons of stories. Muhammad, one of his names in Arabic, Ba'i'ul Abid, which mean the slave trader, the seller. This is his business.
Right.
He used to do it for a living. So one of the funny of things about Muslims, when you see when the Muslims speak to someone he's an African, is not the same Muslim when he speak to someone is a redhead.
Right.
When they speak to someone redhead, they don't talk about what the white man to the slaves and black. No, they knew how to approach their victim. So they try to find what is the pain of this person, what is the problem he have. So if the problem is if he is an African, let us talk about the slaveries. Let us talk about what the European man did to him. But they will not tell him that the one who was capturing him and selling him to the European man was the Arab, the Muslims, the North African Muslims. They are the one who captured the slaves and who sold the slaves to the Arab. Yes, the European, they bought the slaves and they did that, and it's a crime. But why we don't see that they bought the slaves from where?
Africa.
Who is in control of North Africa right now? All the refugees who come into Europe, they have to come through the Muslims country. Is that correct? How they can get here? Because the Muslims, they enslaved them even before they come. Go and see in the news how many women they've been captured by Muslims in Libya and treated as a sex slave.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, this is the truth. So they speak about slavery, but they will not tell you we are the one who sold the slave. Our prophet was a slave dealer. Our prophet, he have in his house many slaves.
Statistically, the Islamic slave trade was about 10 times bigger than the Western slave trade.
My friend, no, not 10 times, not 100 times. They are the slaves. They are the slave masters. You know, the city of Al-Basra, you can go right now and search on Google. There's a revolution of a city. It's called the revolution of revolution of the Zinj. Zinj in Arabic, it's coming from the word Negro, which is not really an Arabic word. The Negroes, as the Arabic call them, they became the majority in certain areas in Iraq, and because they became by hundreds of thousands at that time, to the point that the city of Al-Basra was pure black. So those black people, they made a revolution in certain time because they became the majority of the population. So, and they could not take it no more to be slaves. I mean, why would we not be slaves if we can fight back? And I agree with them. But then the Muslims, they gather from everywhere and they surrender them and they kill them all. This is why you go to Iraq right now, you don't find a black slave. When Iraq was a big hold for slavery, and there's by now we should have, imagine if 1400 years ago in one city we have 500-600,000 black African. After 1400 years, how many millions of Africans should be in Iraq? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we have zero. Where'd they go? They killed them.
Right.
So it's not 10 times. It's not, you know, nobody, you cannot believe how big the slavery business was. And the Muslims, Harun al-Rashid, Harun al-Rashid, one of the caliphate, Harun al-Rashid, he have 10,000 women slave in one palace. Women, just women. I'm not counting the men. And this is coming from Islamic books. 10,000 women slave. just to do dancing, and those are the beautiful ones. We do not know how many in the kitchen. So when they speak about slavery, I mean, this is amazing. The whole Islamic Caliphate is based on slaves. So don't let the Muslims lie to you. Everything the Muslim, they say, you know, that's what the Muslims do. They speak about prostitution, but we just showed, if you watch the video from the beginning, the streaming, we showed you how Muslim practice prostitution, but they give it different name. Actually, even the Quran, you know, have a verse about prostitution and says clearly it is halal. If we go in the Quran, let us show everybody. You see here, when we say something, we don't make a speech, we give a proofs. So when a certain point, the people of Quraysh, they came to Muhammad and they told him, everybody is doing a prostitution business, and men, they are not liking to sleep with their women no more, you know. So what we will do? So look what Muhammad he did. He said, okay, what do you want to do? He said, do something about it, you know. Look, if we go in this chapter here, chapter 24, verse number 33, it says,
so that's Surah 24, verse 33.
Yes. Then it says, but force not your maids. This is not about maids. Those are the slave girls. They force them to prostitution. But force them not, your slaves, into prostitution when they desire chastity. What does that mean? What does that mean? It's mean that you can make them do prostitution if they like it, but force them not. However, if you force them, there's no punishment. In order you make a gain and good money, you know. But if anyone compel them, yet Allah is all forgiving and all merciful, which means it's okay at the end of the day. So try your best not to force them into prostitution. There's no punishment for that. Anyway, don't force them into prostitution if they choose not, which mean if she agree, Islam have nothing to do, it's not against Islam. So if you have a girl and she agreed to do prostitution, Allah has no problem with it.
Wow, I didn't even know that verse.
Yeah, well, you are talking to me. This is a Christian prince. I hope you know who I'm talking to, who, right?
Yeah.
So you know, if you agree with them, or let us say they agree with you to do prostitution, there's no problem. However, even if you do, there's no punishment for you, and Allah is all forgiving. Even if you force them. And you will see, since the time of Muhammad until not long time ago, until the Muslims collapsed and occupied by the French and the British and etc., slavery and prostitution was, you know, a great business for slaves. Now the slavery age is gone, but still is exist in many places. As example, Mauritania. Mauritania is an Islamic country. More than 75 to 80% of the population are slaves until now, 2017.
Wow. I think they illegalized slavery in 2009.
Well, it doesn't matter really. It's legal in Islam.
Yeah,
See,
in
Islam, it is legal. Nobody say you cannot own slaves. You see, the Muslims, they can agree with everything except what is against Sharia law. They cannot go against it. So the Quran said clearly that slavery is lawful for you. This is why you see until now Muslims, they have slaves until now. You know, this is what ISIS, you know, if ISIS did not have cameras, you will not know what ISIS are doing, right? But because now we have technology, and by the help of the Muslim, they show us how they enslave women. So now people, they notice how this happened. Before we heard about it, but no, you know, we don't see it because you live in a different country and you are secure or safe somehow. But now the Muslims are showing you how they go and attack women, and they get them as slaves and rape them and sell them in the market. I saw a video of a woman, she was sold for a VCR. Another woman, she was sold for what do they call it, the game box, Xbox, what do they call it, the box,
Xbox 360.
yeah, the game box. Imagine a woman, she is sold for a game box. This is now, we're not talking about 1400 years ago. This is what the Muslims, they practice right now. So slavery in Islam is part of the religion. But if you speak to a Muslim, right away he start accusing the white man of slavery. and how bad they treated the black. And it's a, but the fact is that the white man is the one who fought against slavery too. And in this country where I live in America, a lot of white men, they paid their life to free the black people. They die for that war. They die for it literally. They shed their blood to free a black man from slavery. Where in Islam we find such a person or such a religion or such a prophet who died to free the slaves? Bilal, the slave of Muhammad, which Muslims they keep talking about him. Muhammad, he died and Bilal still a slave. How Muhammad is against slavery and he died and he owns slaves? Even Muhammad, he accepted slaves as gifts. Gifts. Imagine people, they come to your door, they give you gifts. They give him women slaves, and not only so, which means the slaves of Muhammad, not only women he captured, not only people he bought, it is gifts. So Muhammad, he have, we can say he have three kind of slaves. He have captured, he have a purchase, and he have a gift. So the one who purchased, obviously he is doing it by his own will, and the one who he received as a gift, he is doing it by his will. Because if you give me a bad gift, I will not accept it, right? If this is something against my belief, like imagine you come to me and you say I want to give you a porn movie as a gift, I will throw it in your face because this is against my belief. So when Muhammad, he received a gift and he accept the gift and he enjoyed the gift, that's mean he like slavery and he practices slavery. And this is why in the same chapter 4 verse number 24, it says it clearly that it's forbidden for you married women except your right hand possess. Except,
is that talking about concubines?
Well, those are the slaves,
Right.
simply slaves. So married women,
slaves.
yes, married women are forbidden for you except a slave woman. So slave woman, she have no husband, you can have sex with her and no problem, you know. So even though she is married, you can have her.
Right. Not to keep you too long, but I'd just like to make two passing comments. I'd like to say that first of all, like all societies throughout history had slavery or some forms of slavery, but it was only the Christian society was the first to abolish it. And I come from England, and we have a politician who lived in the early 19th century called William Wilberforce, who was one of the leading politicians in England that led the fight against slavery. And he was a devout evangelical Christian, and he used his Christian faith to propagate the belief that blacks and whites were all equal under the eyes of God. They were all created in God's image.
My friend, the question is, why Jesus did not own a slave? Correct?
Why Jesus did not own a slave?
Yes, why? Because simply it is, you see, our best example is not the person, even though the person you mentioned his name is a good person, but we as a Christian, our best example is Jesus, correct? Okay, Jesus, he never owned one. Can Jesus own? For sure, the person who raised people from death, people, they will give him anything he wish.
Right.
You know, imagine you have a dead family member, and then you have somebody, he can raise that person for you in a second, and you will give him all your money. So he can own slaves, but he never owned one. So we as a Christians, our best example is the Messiah. The Messiah, he did not ask us to go and kidnap people and enforce them to do things for us. He said, if somebody asks you for one step, you walk with him 1,000. If somebody asks you for your coat, you give him your dress. If somebody, and in the top of that, he said, if somebody he hate you and he curse you, bless them, love your enemy. So if Jesus is a Muslim, then we need to ask ourselves, how come Muhammad wanna kill even the one who did not even say any bad word to him, but Jesus wanna bless the one who even cursing us? Right?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you, my friend, for calling. We have a Muslim trying to call, maybe.
Okay.
So
thank you very much.
I appreciate your
nice
call. Feel free to call again, please. You know, and I will be happy to hear you again.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, my friend. Now, the gentleman, the Muslim who's trying to call, there's no need to add me, my friend. just call me. If you want to call the Muslim guy, if you want to call, just call. You do not need to add me.
Hello.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
What? Alaikum assalam.
So you are calling us to share with us in the program. What do you like to say, Mr. Faris or Faraj?
Well, I listen to many discussions with you on YouTube,
Yes.
and most of the times you insult the people. You talk in bad ways. And
Like what? Like
I
what?
ask
Give
myself,
me an example.
yeah.
Like what? Like what?
Number one is you call everyone Abdul. Why you
Well,
call
okay.
everyone Abdul?
Hold on. Isn't it Abdul? Aren't you the Abdul of Allah?
Look, I'm Abdul of Allah, yeah, but we have names. And
Okay,
when
no.
we talk with
No.
somebody, you
You're a prophet.
talk
You're a
with his
prophet.
name.
You're a prophet. Call you Abdul. Allah called you Abdul. Anta Abdullah. You are the Abdul of Allah. So why you are upset from calling you the slave of Allah?
Look,
I thought
I'm
you would
not
be,
upset,
I
but
thought you will be
the
proud.
right way, look, CP, the right way when you talk with
don't mean
somebody,
right way.
you
You're a
have a nice
prophet.
behavior, right?
What nice
You
behavior?
talk-
So
you
should
talk
I call
kindly.
you Mr. Faraj? Should I call you
Yeah.
Najis? Should I call you Najis? Your
Look, if you
Quran,
want to call
your
me
Quran,
Najis,
no,
go on,
you-
it's
okay,
okay, it's your terms,
your
but-
Quran. This is the irony. Your Quran call us Najis, which means filthy. The
Not
worst of the
everybody.
creatures.
He doesn't call everybody
Look,
Najis.
everybody.
There
Let me
are
show
kind
you.
of people who they call Najis.
No, my friend. Don't. Here we go. Huh? Here
That's
we go.
the truth.
No.
That's the truth. Christians are people of the book. Am I right or not?
My friend, is the Christians are kuffar or not?
No, not every Christian is a kuffar. That's
No,
not
every
true.
Christian who believe in the Trinity is a Christian, correct?
Well, listen, there are many
Yes.
different Christians.
Yes or no?
Some believe in the
No,
Trinity,
those are
some
not the
don't
Christians.
believe
No,
in the
those
Trinity,
are not the Christians.
right?
So okay, so you are saying the one who believe in the Trinity is najis, correct?
I don't say najis.
You
He have
the,
a different.
the
He
Quran,
has a different.
the Quran says
The
so.
najis,
Okay.
look, in my eyes, the najis is a kafir.
Who care about your
Kafir who
eyes?
doesn't
Who
believe in any god.
Okay, no, the kafir. You see, let me teach you your religion. The Quran says, لَقَدْ كَفَرَ الَّذِينَ قَالُوا إِنَّ الْمَسِيحَ ثَالِثُ ثَلَاثَةٍ. Those who they say the Messiah is one of the three, huh? Is
Okay,
kuffar.
but
So why you are saying why
agree
Faraj, why
that
you
the
are lying?
Trinity
Why you are
was
lying?
not always in Christian theology.
Why you are saying that in your eyes, those only who they are not Christians or don't they believe in they don't believe in God are kuffar. Why you are lying to me? The Quran
Who
says
are
the Christian,
idol worshippers. Look, kafirs.
my friend, that's my friend. The Quran says, I just showed you. The Quran says kuffar is those who say the Messiah is one of the three. Do you agree with the Quran or not?
Are idol worshippers.
No. It says no. The Quran. Are you against the Quran?
Idol worshippers, my dear.
Are you against the Quran or with the Quran?
I am with the Quran.
Okay, so when the Quran says those who say the Messiah is third of the three, they are
and I
kuffar.
told you, who believes in this is an idol worshipper and is.
So we are najis. Thank you very much.
Not najis. I said kafir. Kafir and najis are not the same.
My friend.
Okay.
What is the kafir? What does the word mushrikeen mean? Explain to me.
And mushrik is somebody who have more. Look at the first thing. My mother language is German, so I have a little bit.
It doesn't matter. Tell me what the word mushrik means.
The word mushrik is mean when you have more than one god. When you associate more than one god with
okay,
Allah.
we worship Jesus. We worship Jesus. Is that make us mushrik? Yes or no? Be honest.
Yeah. Yes.
So the mushrikeen are najis. So we are najis. Why you are lying? The Quran says وَإِنَّمَا الْمُشْرِكِينَ najis.
Look, you asked me a question and I answer you, and I didn't lie.
No, you did not. No, you are lying. Why you are saying the mushrikeen are? Those are not the Christians. I just asked you. Who is the mushrikeen? Who is the mushrikeen? You said the one who don't worship the true God. Okay, Jesus. We worship Jesus. What do you say? Are we mushrikeen? You said yes, but the Quran says the mushrikeen are najis. So why you are fooling who?
I don't fool anybody.
So why you are listen, why you are not being honest then? Explain to me why you are not being honest. The Quran calls us mushrikeen and the mushrikeen are najis. Yes or no?
Not Christians. He calls who
No,
gives
no, no,
associates to
no,
Allah,
my friend.
dear.
I challenge you. I challenge you to prove it to me that those are not the Christians.
That who are not the Christians?
No, you're saying the najis.
prophets?
The najis. Are we allowed to go to Mecca? Yes or no? Are we allowed?
you
Okay,
have
hold on.
najis. Why
Let me
not?
let
Okay,
me
let's
let me
pretend,
let me
okay,
show you.
You are right. You
Let me
najis.
show
What
you.
want
Let
to
me
tell
show
me
you.
with
Let
this?
me show you. Let me show you. Are we allowed to go to Mecca? Yes or no?
No, you are not allowed to go.
So
to
why you are lying? The verse in front of us says, "Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu inna al-mushrikina najis." So they cannot enter Mecca. Chapter 9, verse 28. They cannot enter Mecca. Why? Because they are najis. And I just asked you, can we go to Mecca? You said no. So we are najis. This is why we cannot go to Mecca. So we are filthy. Now you are asking me not to call you Abdul, but you have no problem to call me najis, to call me filthy. Don't you see that this is a hypocrisy? Don't you see that this is hypocrisy? You can call me filthy. You can call me the worst of the creatures. I cannot call you Abdul. Abdul, just call, listen, Faraj.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, Faraj. You call me najis. You call me filthy. You have no problem with it. I call you Abdul. You get upset.
I was not upset, but if you have a name,
you're the one who mentioned it. I don't. Do you think I know the name of the Muslims? What do you mean? If I know your name, I'm saying the Muslims. So Abdul is every Muslim. You're Abdul. I do not know your name.
Let me ask you something. If you are invited to a
listen, don't lie now. Okay, you call me to say what? We got you busted with the first one. We got you busted with the first one. The Islam considered the Christians. Islam considered the Christians najis, filthy. We got you busted with the first one. What's the second one?
Okay, one moment. Why is when you talk is everything about I got you busted?
Because I am here to get you busted. You see why? I am here to get Islam busted. And when you defend Islam, I will get you busted. So tell me why you call me.
Street people talk in the way you do.
No, Muhammad. Okay, hold on. I did not call you filthy. So I did not call you filthy as your prophet. He called us. So this is mean your prophet is a street person. I did not call you.
The Bible calling people bad names too. That's
no, not bad names. No, not bad names. As an example, I just called you liar because you are a liar, and I prove it. Everybody see in the screen. Everybody saw in the screen.
I didn't lie. You asked me something.
My friend. Listen, okay? I'm not calling you names. I'm describing who you are. You are a liar, and I just got you busted. Now, what is next? You want to say?
Fine. Okay, let's go to the second point.
Right.
What you want to tell me with the point now? We call you najis. What you want to tell me with this?
You are the one who asked me not to call you Abdul. You get insulted from Abdul, but you call me najis.
Okay, let's say this point is finished. Okay, for me it's not finished because if you
so why you are calling me? What do you want to say to me? What do you want to say to me? Go to the second point. What do you want to say to me?
No, I don't. If you talk with somebody, if you're invited to a family as example, and you sit down, you don't call the people in Abdul or I don't know what. You call him by the name.
Do you want me to call every Muslim by his name? I do not know their names. I am saying Abdul. Listen. What is the father of Muhammad name? What the name of Muhammad father? Abdullah. Is that his real name?
I think so, yeah.
What do you mean you think so? Muhammad father, he don't believe in Allah. So how his name is Abdullah, which means Abdul, but yet he don't believe in Allah.
I said.
How he don't believe in Allah, but his name is Abdul. Abdullah.
Listen. Allah was even before.
My friend,
Muhammad,
the question is very clear. The question is very clear. The question is very clear. Muhammad, he said his father will go to hellfire.
If he said so, it will be true.
All right. So he don't believe in Allah. Do he believe in Allah?
The father of Muhammad?
Yes.
You just said he doesn't. He don't believe in Allah.
Okay. So how his name is Abdullah then? How his name is Abdul, but he don't believe in Allah? Explain to me.
Because even before Islam was established, Allah was a God.
Yeah, Allah was the. Thank you. So Muhammad's father was a pagan man, and he believed in Allah. So that's mean he is a pagan, and Islam is a pagan religion. So Abdullah, he is a slave of the pagan God Allah. So Allah exists before Islam as the God for the pagan. Thank you very much. So Islam is a pagan religion. That's why your prophet, he taught you to kiss the black stone. Did you kiss the black stone? Did you kiss the black stone or not yet? Did you, my friend? Did you kiss the black stone or not yet, Mr. Faraj?
came to it.
Mr.
Okay?
Faraj, did you kiss the black stone? Yes or no?
I didn't visit Mecca till now.
Okay, why Muhammad kissed the black stone?
So far I know the black stone, when it fall on earth, it was white. You
Okay,
see,
okay.
and from the sins of humankind, it turned black. Okay, I don't know if this is allegorical or it is real, like real life, you know.
Uh-huh.
But the black stone doesn't have any meaning, like it is holy or something.
So why you
know?
kiss it? Why you kiss it then?
Because Sayyidina Muhammad touched it.
Okay, you know
Because
what? You know, let me tell you a story. Faraj, listen to me. Let me tell you a story. This is happening for me for real. I chatted with the website called, I think, Convert to Islam. I asked them the same question. I said, why the prophet he kissed the black stone? They said because it's holy. I said, why it's holy? They said because he kissed it. And this is what you're saying now. Why the prophet kissed the black stone? Because it's holy. And why it's holy? Because he kissed it. So why he kissed it? 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 My friend, my friend, why he kissed it? Why? Listen, if you are not pagan, why your prophet asking you to be following him blindly and to kiss a black stone?
Look. When Islam was established in Saudi Arabia, had to convince the people who lived there,
right,
to accept Islam. You know?
So we
had to wait a moment. Let me finish. Let me. I let you finish. Let me finish. So he took some rites who were performed before Islam was established and cooperated them into modern Islam, so that the people who lived at the time of Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad could follow him and accept Islam.
So you are saying that he was a hypocrite, lying to them, making them believe that he liked what they like. So he did kiss the black stone just to make them to believe in him. Thank you very much for saying that. So Muhammad was a false prophet.
Was built from Abraham.
My friend, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You just said I ask you why he kissed the black stone. Why he kissed the black stone? Why he kissed the black? The question was why he kissed the black stone. You said because he wanted people to believe in him. That's what you said. Who is the one who he wanted to believe in him? Because they are pagans. Okay, listen.
It's important.
Okay, listen. You said that the black stone is not holy. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
Okay, I have a hadith in front of me, and this is Sahih hadith. It says that the prophet said, I heard the messenger of Allah saying, touching them, which mean the two corners, the black stone and the Yemeni corner, if whoever touch them and go around them 7 times, Allah will erase their sin. Why?
Yes, but it's not because he touched the stone
itself.
No,
it says he said he said whoever touched them, my friend. Read. I have it in the screen. Faraj. I have the hadith in front of me in the screen. It says whoever touched them.
The hadith is wonderful.
Okay, listen. It says. Let me read for you. Let me read for you word by word. Hold on. He said, Allah, messenger of Allah said, touching them erase the sin. Do you see it in the screen? Touching them erase the sin. Okay, why if you touch a stone is going to erase the sin? You just said it is not holy.
That's like when Christians had before something that's called Oblast. Oblast, that's in German, means when you go to church and you have sins, you pay money and the sins.
No, we don't believe in this garbage. No, we don't believe in that. What money? Listen. You know, when you talk about Christianity, you want to talk about Christianity, you show me what Jesus said. If you pay money, I will forgive your sin. This is what your prophet said. I can show it to you. I can show it to you from the Quran. I can show it to you from the Quran. Now listen, why touching the black stone and the Yemeni corner will erase your sin? Your prophet, he said that. Are you a pagan? Are you a pagan? Are you a pagan person? Are you a pagan? Yes or no?
Look, he said so.
Yeah.
Why
he said so?
Allah told him, when you perform this duty.
Why? Okay. So Allah taught him, guys. Allah taught him. If you touch the black stone, Allah will forgive your sin. Why? I'm asking you why.
Yeah, I told you, and I give you an answer.
Why?
It's that Allah described to Muhammad, and Muhammad told us what to do.
Okay, so what is? But you just said the stone is not holy. So why, if we touch the stone, is going to erase our sin? I thought Allah. I thought. Okay, who Who
It's
is the
like
one who
you-
erase? Who is the one who erased your sin? The stone or Allah?
Allah.
So
Allah
why you
is
need
the one
why
who
you need to
erases
touch
the
the stone?
TP.
Why you need to touch the stone?
Because it's when you are there, you perform. It's like how can I tell you? It's a symbolic act, CP. Like
This
when
is not
we
symbolic,
stone the
my friend.
devil.
This is not my symbolic no more, because now it's real. Muhammad saying by touching them, it erased your sin by touching them. And you are the one who said, everybody heard you, that the black stone came down as white, as milk, and then became, because of sin, became black. So black make them sin make them black. So now those are living stones. They are. And actually there's a hadith that says that the black stone is the right hand of Allah. What do you say about this hadith?
Well, then it's a bad hadith. Not every hadith.
What do you mean
is
by
true.
hadith?
And
Why? Okay, guys, it's a bad hadith. How you know it's a bad hadith? How you know it's a bad hadith? How you know it's a bad hadith? Right away, you don't like it. I mean, here we go. The stone is erasing your sin, so obviously you are touching the hand of Allah. Otherwise, you need to explain to me how by kissing a stone. I did nothing. I just kissed the stone.
Well, you know the funny thing
how
is,
in the
if you
world? How in the
ask-
world the stone will forgive my
maybe-
sin?
Wait a moment. Maybe if you ask a scholar, what is exactly the black stone, he could give you an answer. But most Muslims don't have any connection with these black stones. Only when they go to Mecca, they perform their duty, go around Mecca and touch the stone, and that's it.
My friend, I
Pray to this
did
stone.
read
We
all
don't
the
have
Muslim
any,
scholars, all the Muslim scholars, none of them disagree or dare to disagree with what Muhammad said, and he did, and you know that. So don't tell me we are
not
disconnected.
disagree, and I will not disagree, and I will also not disagree.
All right.
And
So
it's a weak point in my eyes. What do you want to say with this? That we are idol worshippers? What's
obviously
the
you
point?
are. You bow down to a stone, you pray in the front of a stone, you kiss a stone, and the stone forgive your sin. I mean, what is left? What is left? What is left?
And when you go down to a cross
My
and
friend,
to Jesus,
my
you
friend,
are bound
show
down
me where in the Bible it says you should do that. There's nowhere in the Bible. If people, there's a huge difference. Listen. There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. If somebody, listen. Let me talk. There's a huge difference between somebody do something and Jesus say to do something. So if Jesus says to me, go and make a statues. If Jesus said to me, make a statues, I will make a statues, and then you can say, Jesus, he said that to you, but he did not. If Jesus kisses statues, then you can say to me, Jesus kisses statues, but this is your prophet kissing the stones, teaching you to kiss the stones, and saying to you, stones will forgive your sin. How in the world a stone will forgive sin? Hold on. Muhammad, he said, in the judgment day, the black stone is going to have eyes and ears and mouth. Do you believe in that?
You talk like a machine gun. It's
my friend. Yes, I am a machine gun of knowledge. I am a Wikipedia. You know who I am? I am a Wikipedia of knowledge. Now listen, answer me. How Muhammad said that the black stone is going to have eyes, mouth, and ears? Is that a correct story, or Muhammad making things up? Is this black stone is God? How is going to have ears? How is going to witness for you? How is going to have a mouth? How is going to have a tongue? Is that a stone or a living person?
Let me answer. You ask me about the stone, and I answer you.
No, you did not.
Stone. Okay, I am answering you now. Listen, the stone have for us Muslims only one meaning. It's when we go to Mecca, we touch it because Muhammad touched it before. The only one who can forgive our sins is Allah, CP, nobody else. This is what I'm telling you.
Thank you very much for saying that, my friend. Then answer Muhammad. You need to explain to me what he meant by touching stones. Your sin is forgiven.
He meant, look, what he meant with this is this: you can perform this act in front of Allah, that Allah sees you want that your sins are forgiven.
Okay, why? The question, why my sin will be forgiven if I touch a stone? This is the question. You are going in circle. Why?
Touching of stone. It's
my friend. Read. Do you have your computer on? Read. I have it on screen. People, they can see it. It says, touching them. Muhammad said, touching them erase sin.
Yeah, see, it's a ritual. Not more and not less. It's a ritual.
Thank you very much. So Islam is a religion of rituals, not religion of real belief. So you are saying to me, by doing some rituals, God forgive your sin? This is not, that's not smart. Okay, I'm going now to burn something in front of whatever, and then I will go around the house 7 times, and then I will just kiss a stone, and by doing that, I doing the rituals. Allah forgive me. This is very funny.
Before you can do that, You have to have accomplices like Sayyidina Muhammad did.
What
You have
Muhammad
to
did? What
be
Muhammad?
successful
What
like
Muhammad?
him.
What
Wait
Muhammad
a
did?
moment.
What Muhammad
He
did?
is the only
Okay, let
person
me ask
in
you. Let me ask you. Let
Wait
me
a
ask you. Let me ask you.
He is-
Was Muhammad sin forgiven? Was
finish
Muhammad
what I want to say.
was
He is
Muhammad sin forgiven?
only- Wait a moment. He is the only human in history
Uh-huh.
who combined three major aspects: religion, politics, and warfare. Nobody after him or before him.
We have the Pharaoh. We have the Pharaoh. Hold on. What are you talking about? We have the Pharaoh who claimed to be God. He have an army. He killed people. He raped women. He enslaved women, exactly like your prophet. And many kings who claim to be God, they did the same. They claim to be gods. They kill people. They go in war, and they claim that they are speaking to God. So what are you talking about, my friend? Now let me ask you: was your prophet's sin forgiven? Yes or no? Was his sin forgiven or not?
Sin. Who sinned?
Muhammad. Was
Is
his
he
sin?
sin?
Was
My
his
God?
sin? Was his sin forgiven?
Yes, yes, of course. Muhammad is
So
in
why
heaven.
Allah? He said to him, "Pray to Allah to forgive your sin."
Because he was a mere human, CP. He
But you
was
say,
no
okay, but
Superman,
no. Okay, no, hold on. Okay, huh? The Quran says that the Quran says clearly, ask Allah to forgive your sin. Not your sin is forgiven.
What do you mean with that?
Which means it's possible. Maybe the Quran says, let us go. Everybody read with me. Chapter 48, verse number 2. It says it clearly, may Allah forgive your sin. May Allah. So it's not guaranteed. Okay, how you say to me Muhammad is a prophet? How you say to me he is a wonderful man? How you say if you touch the black stone your sin will be erased? And he himself, he don't have a guaranteed forgiveness of sin. So what do you mean may Allah forgive your sin? How this can happen?
Look. No human sins are guaranteed to be washed away forever.
My friend, he just said Muhammad said. I just showed you what Muhammad said. If you touch,
listen one moment. Even after you go to Mecca and touch the stone, you go back to your normal life, and you will have sins again. You know.
Okay,
you
so
cannot go
Muhammad touched the stone. Okay, listen. You are the one who said Muhammad is the only one. He is the best. He accomplished whatever. So Muhammad is the highest example for you. Is Muhammad the highest example for you? Yes or no?
For me, yes, and for all Muslims, of course.
Okay, so how the Quran says to him, may Allah forgive your sin. May Allah.
Yeah, because Allah is the only one who can forgive sins.
Okay, is it guaranteed? Is it guaranteed? Listen. Is it guaranteed? Is it guaranteed that Muhammad will go to heaven?
No. Will I go to heaven or will I go to?
Okay, but is Muhammad going to go to heaven or to hell?
Inshallah, he will go to heaven.
What do you mean, inshallah? Is it guaranteed or no?
Look, there is no guarantee for anything in life. I know you Christians say because Jesus washed away your sins.
You don't guarantee that Allah, if you believe in him and you do is the same as Muhammad. If Muhammad himself, there's no guarantee for him to go to heaven. So how you believe in Allah?
Look. There is no guarantee because you have to try to live a good life, CP.
What good life? What good life? This is not what your prophet said. This is not what your prophet said. If you live a good life, still you will go to hell. Do you want to show you?
Sorry, what?
If you live a good life, still you will go to hell. That's what your prophet said.
Well, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. CP.
My friend, this is not the question. This is not the question. My friend, listen carefully. Faraj, listen carefully. Listen carefully. This is not what we are talking about. You said to me, if you live a good life, you will go to heaven. Is that correct? Are you sure?
Sorry?
If you live a good life, which means if you are a good Muslim, you will go to heaven. Is that correct? If I live as a good Muslim, I will go to heaven. Yes or no?
Inshallah, yes.
Don't tell me inshallah. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. You're a prophet. He did not say that. Your prophet, he said the opposite. He said that a person of you will do the work of people of heaven until there is a distance between him of a cubit between him and heaven. And then what Allah he wrote for him in his destiny will take over, and he will start doing the act of hellfire, and he'll go to hellfire. So your work, it doesn't count in Islam. It is what Allah He wrote for you at the end of the day is going to take over. So why you are lying to yourself and lying to us and fooling everybody, saying if I do the good work I will go to heaven? It's in front of me. It says a person of you, if he do the good work of people of heaven, even he is almost in the front of heaven, a distance of 1 cubit and a half between him and heaven. Almost he is getting there. He is getting to the door. He will open the door, and bingo, right now what is written by Allah is going to take over, and now he is going to be going to hellfire. What kind of religion this religion is?
بتفكرني بالنسوان في الشارع.
Listen, don't speak about everybody. Don't talk about women. I will show you that Muhammad is the one who like a woman. Don't insult me. You're a prophet. He used to piss like a woman. He used to put eyeliner. He said, I never received Quran except in the women clothes. You're a prophet. He pissed as a woman. He never pisses standing. You're a prophet. He act as a woman. He kissed men between their bellies. And you are talking about women. Shame on you. Don't change the topic.
Okay. Let me answer. You said our prophet pissed like a woman, right?
Don't change the topic first. Let's finish the first one. You start insulting me, says you are talking like women. Women, they are better than your prophet.
Well, look, if you think so, it's fine.
We can prove it. We can prove it. We can prove it. But let's finish this one. How he say that what is written by Allah will take over? You just told me a lie. You just told me a lie about Islam. You told me that if you live a good life as a Muslim, you will go to heaven, inshallah. Here Muhammad saying the opposite, saying that a person of you will do the work of Allah. He will do the deeds of Muslims. He almost go into paradise, almost there in the door. And then what is written by Allah will take over.
Why you don't answer me? From where you have this information? Is this a
hadith? It's in front of me. It's in front of me in the screen. It's in front of me. It is a hadith. Yes, it's a hadith. It's a sahih hadith. It is a sahih hadith. Look what he said. Let me read for you in Arabic. Let me read for you in Arabic. I will read for you in English.
In Arabic, please.
All right. He said, يعمل بعمل أهل النار حتى يكون بينه وبينها غير باع أو ذراع فيسبق عليه الكتاب فيعمل بعمل أهل الجنة فيدخلها وإن الرجل ليعمل بعمل أهل الجنة حتى يكون بينه وبينها غير ذراع أو ذراع فيسبق عليه الكتاب فيعمل بعمل أهل النار فيدخلها. So
you didn't understand. Wait. You didn't understand hadith from the beginning.
Okay, explain.
And you're touting blah blah blah.
Explain. Go ahead. Okay, explain to us.
Look. First of all, CP, I was always thinking when I was raised up that we Christians and Muslims are kind of brothers, you know?
No, we are not. No, we are not.
Wait.
No, we are not. No, we are not. You are a liar. You are a liar because the Islam says only the believers are brothers to each other. Why you are lying to me? Why you are lying to me?
Wait a moment.
Why you are lying to me? Do Islam teach that Christians and Muslims are brothers? Why you are lying to me?
Yes, of course.
Show me the verse.
And it's really
show me the verse. Show me the verse. Show me the verse in the Quran. Show me the verse in the Quran. The Quran. Let me show you. Let me get you busted. You see, you jump from a branch to branch like a monkey. The Quran in chapter 9 verse 23 says you cannot even take your brother, who is your brother and your father from your blood, to be a friend. And now you are telling me Christians and Muslims are brothers. Why you are lying? The Quran chapter 5 verse number 51 says take not the Quran. Listen. You are a liar and you have no shame. The Quran chapter 5 verse 51 says take not Christians and Jews as a friends.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes or no? 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 Does the Quran in chapter 5 verse 51 says take not Christians and Jews as a friends? Yes or no?
Awliya, not friends.
So what awliya mean? What awliya mean? What awliya mean?
Awliya means is a protector. That means you
so you cannot accept the police in Germany to be your protectors, right? They are your enemy. Why they cannot be a protector?
It's not police. It's not police.
Who is the police? Who is the police in Germany? They are Christians too, right?
You're fine.
Okay, let me show you. Let me show you in front of everybody that you are a liar and you have no dignity when you speak about your religion. This is the Quran in front of me. Everybody will read, and we will see the Muslim translation. The Muslims translation, my friend, not my translation. I'm not going to read for you my translation, so you will not say he is making things up. This is Yusuf Ali. He is a big scholar for you Muslims. Look what he's saying. Look what he's saying. Look what he's saying. Look, this is your Muslim translation. Oh, who you believe. Take not the Jews and the Christians for your friends and protectors. What is your answer?
See, protectors. Friends is a wrong translation.
Okay, what is that? Okay, hold on. What is a scholar you approve? What is a scholar you approve? I will open it even in Arabic and get you busted. Name for me a scholar. Name for me a scholar you approve, even in Arabic. I will get you busted right now, again and again. Give me a scholar you agree with.
Who is busting himself?
Give me a scholar. If you are truthful, give me a name of a scholar he agree with you about the interpretation of this verse that it does not mean a friend.
Parents teach you to talk with
does not you see, don't tell me about, don't talk about my parents. Respect your parents. Respect your parents. Don't mention my parents. Don't mention my parents. My parents, don't mention my parents. Leave your parents alone and my parents alone, and let us speak man to man. Don't be like, you see, you are talking about women in the street. You said you are talking like women in the street. You are starting now. Listen, give me a name of a scholar you approve to explain this verse.
I don't have to. I know the verse.
What do you mean you don't have? What do you mean you don't have? What do you mean the scholar? Even this, you cannot find one scholar agree with you. You cannot find one Muslim scholar between all the Muslim scholars agree with you to explain the verse for us. That is a clear sign of hypocrisy and lying. You are getting busted again and again. So which topic you want me to get you busted? I'm getting busted. I'm getting you busted all over. You don't even dare to show me one verse. Okay, what about the chapter 9 verse 23?
Wait, you want
what about the chapter 9? What about the chapter 9? Listen, Faraj. What about the chapter 9? I have a question. I like, because your knowledge is amazing, and I'm really astonished by your knowledge. In chapter 9, verse number 23, it says, "Take not your brothers and father as a friends." Your brother. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Explain to me how you cannot take your brother and your father.
Listen.
Who are they? Your brother and your father for you as a Muslim. You're a brother and your father.
Your father is your protector in our culture.
Okay, Abdul. Listen. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تتخذوا آباءكم وإخوانكم أولياء. What awliya mean?
As protectors.
Why your brother and your father, you have no relationship with them?
Wait, what do you mean I have no relationship with them?
Because it says, and the one who have relationship with them, he is one of them. He's a kafir.
If you have a relationship with a kafir, you are a kafir?
With your father and your brother, even your father and your brother, if you have a relationship with them, you are a kafir.
If they are kuffar or if they are Muslimin like you?
My friend, what's wrong with you? Those are people who don't believe in Allah, but they are your brother and your father. Okay. Are you allowed to have a friendship with them? Yes or no?
I don't. Friendship. What do you mean with friendship?
To be friends. Can you have them as a friends? Yes or no?
I will not go with them eating, but if I see them and they talk with me, I will talk with them normally.
Okay, so what the Quran says, you cannot take them as a friends.
Oh, fine.
What do you mean fine? This is your father and your brother. This is your father and your brother. Why? So why you are saying to me the Christian and we thought we are brothers if you cannot even take your brother as a friend?
Wait, that's another situation.
In chapter 5, verse 51, it's the same situation. It says very clearly, take not the Christians and Jews as a friends.
Let me explain. If you have a father and he is Christian or Hindu or whatever,
yeah.
Now I will get Muslim, there will be problems between us too. That's normal. So, he will tell me why you want to get Muslim. Please stay Hindu. Please stay Jew or whatever.
Aren't you not Hindu? Are you not Hindu?
I'm not Hindu. No.
Are you sure? Because the Hindu, they kiss a black stone too.
Well, fine, okay.
No. I'm asking you. Obviously, you're a Hindu because the Hindus, they have the Shiva stone, which is the private part stone, and the black stone is the vagina stone. Can you explain to me why the black stone looked like the vagina?
Because the black stone was broken in 2 CP and it was repaired.
What does have to do? Okay, so we repair it, we make it in the shape of a vagina. You are saying. So it was in the shape of a penis before? It was in the shape of what? It was in the shape of what before? And it became in the shape of a vagina today. That's what you are saying. But before it was not. What was the shape of the black stone before?
And they had to make something to fix it, and it have to enclose the whole object.
First of all, the black stone is not 2 pieces, and you are ignorant. The black stone is 8. The black stone is 8 pieces. Let me ask you a question. How the black stone broke?
It was in war.
Okay,
when,
how it broke?
Muslims attacked Mecca, and it was destroyed in this war.
Who?
And it was taken away from.
Who is the one who destroyed? Are you saying the Muslim did destroy the Kaaba?
It's not. It was a war.
Okay, they destroyed the Kaaba, correct? They destroyed the Kaaba, correct?
It was destroyed. Yeah.
Okay, is that the Qurmuti? Is that the Qurmuti who took the black stone and he broke it pieces?
It's possible. Yeah, I don't remember the name.
Let me ask you then. Let me ask you. Al-Qurmuti is not a Muslim.
Fine, okay.
No problem. He destroyed the black stone and he destroyed the Kaaba. Then how you explain to me there's a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chapter of the elephant, and Allah claimed that when army of Christians came to destroy the Kaaba, Allah he sent an army of birds and they throw rocks at this army, destroy them all. Why Allah did not send his army to destroy the army of Al-Qurmuti when he destroyed the black stone and he stole it, and actually he make it as a poo stone for more than 21 years, and
because it was a Muslim army, CP.
A second ago you told me they aren't Muslims. A second ago you told me not Muslim. You forgot? A second ago. A second ago. And what do you mean a Muslim army? What kind of a Muslim army? What kind of a Muslim army will kill 10,000 Muslims around the Kaaba and destroy the black stone, destroy the Kaaba, burn the Kaaba, and he was the guy, the Qurmuti was standing in the Kaaba. Listen. Did Al-Qurmuti stand in the Kaaba, in the top of the Kaaba after he destroyed it, says, "Hey Allah, where's your birds? Where's your birds? Huh?" Obviously he's not Muslim. He's making fun of Allah. He's making fun of Muhammad, because Muhammad he claimed that there is a God who will protect the Kaaba and he will send birds to kill anyone who come close to it. And then this guy, he destroyed the Kaaba, he stood in the top of the Kaaba, he took the black stone, he make it a poo stone for 21 years, he's pissing on the stone, and Allah never sent his birds. And do you know how they get the black stone back?
Listen.
Do you know how you Muslims get the black stone? The stone you are kissing it right now, which Al-Qurmuti used to piss on it. Do you know how you get the stone back? They paid him a bribe to get it back. They send money to Al-Hakim bin Amlah Al-Fatimi to be the middleman so he can agree that he will give the black stone back. Where is your Allah?
So, wait a moment. So you want to tell me that in the history of Christianity, Jesus always was here to save Christian armies?
Don't change the topic.
What you want?
No, Jesus, he said, no, Jesus himself, hold on. Jesus himself was a crucified, my friend. Jesus himself, he was a crucified. Jesus, he said, if somebody, hit you in the right cheek, give him the other one. So don't talk about that. Don't change the topic. So listen. How come that you and the Hindus, both of you share a stone? Okay, you see. Listen. You are trying to run away from the topic. We got you busted again and again. So you cannot be a friend to your father, you cannot be a friend to your brother, but yet you want to lie to me, says we Christians and Muslims are friends. We are not. You want to lie to us, to says that a Muslim he can take a Christian as a friend when you are not allowed to do that. Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you allowed to lie? Are you allowed to lie to Christians? Are you allowed to lie to Christians?
I am not Shia, CP. I don't.
You are Sunni, not Shia. What does that mean? Explain to me, please. What does that mean? You are Sunni, not Shia.
Listen. I don't practice taqiyya. That's very simple.
But taqiyya is not Shia is not Sunni. It is for both. This is Quran, my friend.
The only one who is cultivated the virtue of taqiyya are the Shia, and you should know this.
So you refuse to practice taqiyya even though it's in the Quran?
Well, listen. Taqiyya is only in one reason, is when you are under direct threat of your life. If somebody has a gun to your head,
that's not true. Okay, can a Muslim? Let me ask you. Okay. The verse says take not Christians and Jews as
As
awliya. You said, everybody heard you. Everybody heard you. You said that the word awliya, protector, correct? Is that correct?
protector.
Okay, guys, did he say protector? So how you are under threat, but they want to protect you? So in the chapter in front of us, it says, take not, the believer should not take the kafirin as a protectors. But you are saying to me, under threat, only under threat you can lie. But in that verse it says those are people who they are kuffar, they want to protect you. So how you are under threat, but they want to protect you?
But what you're talking about?
The verse we are talking about, the taqiyya.
I don't get your point. What you want to say with
My friend, I asked you what awliya mean. You said awliya mean protectors. Okay, thank you very much. And now you are saying to me that taqiyya is only allowed if you are under threat. But those are protectors. Those are protectors. Listen. Those are protectors. So how somebody is protecting you, he is a threat?
Well, you will not.
What? I lost you. I'm not hearing.
I told you, you cannot take a Christian as awliya and tell him afterwards and perform taqiyya on him. You will perform taqiyya on him when.
But my friend, this is the same verse. This is the same verse. Says take them not as awliya, but you can lie to them.
No.
This is what the verse saying.
Listen, it's
Okay,
not, it's
okay,
not about
okay. Hold on. Okay, I will show everybody. I will show everybody in a second in the front of us. Huh? You are from Egypt, correct?
Yeah,
All right.
originally yes, yeah.
Okay, originally I am. By the way, I am from China. Now listen.
Yeah, I know you're from Egypt, CP. I recognize your accent.
Really? Okay, I'm so glad that you recognize, and I like to eat Egyptian food too. I mean, everybody. You see, the Muslims every day they recognize an accent of me. Sometime I am Lebanese, sometime I'm an Egyptian, sometime I'm Syrian, sometime I'm a Saudi. Anyway, intelligence. Okay, don't change the topic. Okay, let us not to change the topic. No problem. No problem.
Yeah, I know Egyptian, and I know how Egyptians talk in the street.
Right. Okay, no problem. قال له يا فرحان اللي بس اكون مضلطان من وجهك قال له هي من الخناقه يوني شنو ايجيبشن شنو اسمع يا رجال اسمع let us laugh together. You said that the word awliya is a protectors and you repeated that hundreds of times. So now you cannot back up and say I did not say that. Everybody heard you. It's recorded. It is there. Now this is the official Islamic website of the government of Jordan. And we will go to the tafsir. And we will go, listen. We will go to tafsir and we will go to the cousin of Muhammad himself, explaining the verse for us. Don't tell me that the cousin of Muhammad do not know the meaning of the Quran.
Let's continue.
All right. Look what he said. You cannot take them as a friends. And however, look what he said here. And the one who take them and he is sincere. The one who is sincere in what? In take them as a friend. Yeah. He has no connection with Allah. He has no honor with Allah. He had no mercy, no protection from Allah, which means he will be killed if he is sincere, unless it be that you guard yourself against them, save yourself from them by speaking, by taking as it were security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them, while your heart dislike this. And you are the one who said that awliya mean protection. So those are people who want to protect you. So you want you save yourself. Hold on. How you save yourself by lying to them when your heart is just like this, by taking them as a friend but not with sincerity, which means you are not sincere. So the Quran teaching you that you can take them as a friend as long as you are lying to them. You say to them, I am your friend, we are friends, we love each other, you know, Christians, Muslims, you know, we are together, we worship the same God. My friend, it's in front of you. 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 This is not my interpretation. This is the interpretation. Listen,
Muslims hate all Christians,
Abdul,
is truly what you believe?
Abdul, this is what Islam believe. For me, I have no problem to take anyone as a friend. Jesus did not. Jesus said to me, love your enemy. Listen. Jesus said, love your enemy. Your Quran said to you, you cannot take your brother, your father as a friend. Your Quran saying to you, you are allowed to lie to me, speaking in a friendly way, while your heart is like this. Do you know what the Bible says about this?
one second.
Do you know what the Bible
So,
says about that?
I was
The,
raised,
Bi
listen,
the,
I
Bi
was
the
raised
Bible
in
says,
Islam.
the Bible,
I
let me read for you
love
this verse. The verse,
Wait
I
a
love it. This
second.
verse,
Let
my friend, this
let
verse, I love it.
continue.
Don't you want to read for you a verse from the Bible?
Let me continue.
My Bible says about you as a Muslim and about your prophet, about your religion. He said the following:
Okay.
you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. And this is why you are teaching people to lie to us, saying that you are friend to us, but your heart
Okay.
is just like this.
Now you made your point, right? You made your point that Muslims lie to Christians.
I did not make a point. I prove it. I did prove it.
Okay, wait a moment, wait a moment. Then I ask you this. I was raised in Islam, I was born in Islam, and I have many family members who are Muslims in Egypt and in the place I live, and never ever CP, one of them told me, don't take Christians as friends.
So what? That's mean you have a good family, my friend. That's mean your family are good people. That's yeah. Listen. Okay, you are just telling me that your mother is a good person and your father is a good person. That's all. But Islam teaching you this. I'm talking about Islam, not about your family. But Faraj, am I here? Am I here? Listen. Are we here to talk about your family or my family, or talking about the Islam teaching?
It's how Muslims get raised.
No, most of you Muslims, you have no idea. Most of you Muslims have no idea. If you know what Islam is about, you will not be a Muslim for a second. This is why you Muslims, you know, I don't know if you are lying to me or not, because I don't believe you, because you did lie to me already many times and I got you busted. So now if you say to me, my parents never said that to me, how I know this is true? How I know that this is true? Okay, how come your parents do not know that when the Quran in front of you?
I lied to you in what, CP? You asked
in everything from the beginning until now. Everything you said, I got you busted with it. It's recorded. You can watch it later. Now let me ask you: your parents never. Your parents. Okay, let me ask you. Be honest with me. Let me ask you. Be honest with me. Your parents, they never heard a Sha'rawi in Egypt.
Listen, Sha'rawi is Sufi. If you know exactly.
Okay, hold on. Your parents, they never read the books of Tafsir Ibn Abbas or Al-Jalalain or Al-Qurtubi.
You know damn well that most Muslims don't know this book.
So why you are telling me? So why you are telling me? Why you are telling me those are Muslims? Those are Muslims by birth. I'm talking about Islam. Listen. So what you are saying to me? My parents, they do not know anything about Islam. This is why they taught me you can be a friend to the Christian. Thank you very much. But if they read those books, they will know that Islam teaching you the opposite.
Listen. Most of these books were created way after Islam was.
I'm reading Quran.
Even Sahih Muslim, you know this. 200 years after the establishment of Islam. Who knows which hadith is really a true hadith or not? Even with the chains of narration.
Okay, let me ask you. So okay, let me ask you. The Quran, is the Quran a true book or not?
Yeah, sure it is.
All right. Does the Quran teach you to kill the Christians?
Not every Christian, CP.
Some Christians only, like
the unbelievers, you know, and it's in wartime.
Who is the Christian? Okay, who is the Christians the Quran teach you to kill? Who is the Christians Quran teach you to kill?
Well, at the time of Sayyidina Muhammad, there were already Christians and Nasara.
I know.
Jews,
okay, why he wanna kill them? Why he wanted to kill them?
Because many people attacked him. And
okay, name for me one Christian. No, name for me one Christian that attacked Muhammad. Name for me one Christian that attacked Muhammad.
One Christian by himself who attacked him?
Any name, any famous name. Who is the Christian that attacked Muhammad? Who?
Well, I cannot tell you one name, but there was.
You cannot tell me one name. Okay, let me ask you. Did your prophet, he said, attack the Christians so you can get the blondie girls?
What?
Attack the Christians, attack the Romans so we can get the blondie girls?
Oh, that's bullshit.
Okay, bullshit. I agree, it's a bullshit. This is what your prophet said. This is why it's bullshit. I agree. Thank you very much for saying that. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Now listen. What if I show it to you in front of you in the screen right now as we speak? What you would do?
Wait a minute. It's like if I
hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, shouldn't you challenge me? Shouldn't you challenge me to show you?
To show you what? To show me what?
To show you that your prophet he said that. Why you don't challenge me? Yes.
This is hadith?
Yeah.
Let's show me. Let's tell me this hadith.
Okay, here we go.
It was narrated by who?
Hold on. I'm just getting it for you.
Yeah, fine.
and I will show it to you on the screen. So you can read with me. All right. This is Tafsir al-Tabari.
Can you, by the way, after we finish,
I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Speak. What?
do you record this whole
This is Tafsir al-Tabari.
discussion? Can you send me a copy of it?
Okay, hold on. Tafsir al-Tabari. Tafsir al-Tabari. All right. This
Yeah,
is Tafsir Surah al-Tawbah. I will go down and I will show you the page number. You see the page number? 287. Page number 287. Okay. All right. Look,
go on.
Hadith number 16786. Let me repeat again. Okay. Take a note, please.
That's okay.
16786. حدثنا القاسم قال حدثنا الحسين قال حدثني حجاج قال عن أبو جريج عن مجاهد. Those are trustworthy ثقات. قالوا قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اغزوا تغنموا بنات الأصفر يعني نساء الروم. What do you say about that? Attack the Roman. Attack, you will get the blonde girls. And he meant by that the women of the Roman. Okay. Why a prophet of God? He is encouraging his men to kill Christians so they can get their women who they are blondie.
Like when the Israelites attacked the Holy Land and slew the Midianites and whoever else they slew.
So the Jews they attacked there to get the blondie girls.
they only took the virgins. I'm sorry.
No, my friend. No, my friend. Go read. Yeah. You go read. It says they did to them the same as they did to them, which means those people they attacked them and they attacked them back.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
So you want to tell
me? As long you are quoting for me, why you don't read the chapter? The chapter there in front of you. Come on. You see, you have no idea. You Muslims, you are copy paste of each other. Your prophet, he is the one he's attacking the Roman. Your prophet, he sent a letter to the king of the Roman. Listen, did your prophet send a letter to the king of the Romans saying to them, Aslam Taslam, convert to Islam, you will be safe, I will not kill you? Yes or no?
It happened long ago, and today CP, we have different rules, you know. It's written in the Quran, but we have
so you admitted that your God Muhammad, he was attacking his neighbors just to get women, and he liked blonde women. So Islam is about attacking neighbors. So, you just you admitted that. Listen, Faraj. Listen, Faraj.
No,
you know, Faraj. Faraj, I will give you a chance. I will give you a chance to do something different. You see, we have, since we start talking, that everybody is like as if we have a fight. So I'm going to listen to you, and I will give you 3 minutes to give me a reason for anyone to be a Muslim. And I warn you, everything you say after you finish your 3 minutes, you will be sorry for it. So think carefully. Okay, 3 minutes, guys. I'm giving a chance to this Muslim to give us a reason. Hold on, Faraj. I give you 3 minutes. Just wait. People, listen. Be my witness. I'm asking you to think carefully and to be smart. 3 minutes to give me a reason for anyone to be a Muslim. So you need to give me the best of the reasons. You want to talk about Quran, miracles, I don't know, talk about anything you want. 3 minutes. Why somebody want to be a Muslim? Yours. It's your 3 minutes. I'm listening.
Listen, CP. I am reasons. There is one God, one creator of the heaven and the earth. The God of Abraham and Moses and Isaac and Ishmael, you know. This is the God I follow. And we as Muslims believe that if you follow the one true God, and if you try to perform a good life and don't do bad things, you know, crimes and drugs and stuff like this, you have the chance to enter heaven, you know. There is a relationship between you and Allah directly, nobody between you. You can talk with him in the morning, in the evening, in your break, whenever you like. Allah is always here for you. And many times he helped me and hear my prayers, CP, you know. That's it. I am Muslim because I believe in the one true God, and I follow him with all my heart and with all my soul.
Done? Are you done?
All bad talking and all cursing and all I don't know what, it's okay. You can do what you want, but that's what we Muslims believe, you know. And I telling you again, and I'm telling this with all honesty and with all truth of my heart, I don't hate Christians. I was not raised to hate Christians, and I never heard one Muslim telling me, Farak, hate Christians and don't take them as friends or whatever. Never. Not in one mosque, not by anybody, not even family members who are ikhwan told me like this, you know.
Are you done?
That's CP. Yeah,
okay, thank you very much. Guys, did we heard him saying that he believe in one God, the creator? So how you explain to me the Quran says that Allah is the best of the creators?
What the best of the creators? What do you mean?
Allah is the best of the creators in the Quran.
Creator, he's the best creator.
Creators. He did not say creator.
How it's spelled in Arabic?
Al-Khaliqeen. The best of the creators.
What do you want to tell me with this? And I tell you,
okay, if you are a Muslim, thank you very much. We will go to that one and we will laugh at it too, because قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٍ in Arabic mean say Allah is one of. Ahad is not mean wahid. And you speak Arabic and I speak Arabic. So your God Allah need to be sent to school. In chapter 37 verse number 125 it says, أَتَدْعُونَ بَعْلًا وَتَذْرُونَ أَحْسَنَ الْخَالِقِينَ. Are you going to seek Baal, pray to Baal, and forsake the best of the creators? You told me that Allah is the creator. So how he say he is the best of the creators if there's only one creator?
Listen. Maybe what this wants to say is that people before Allah had many gods. You know, they prayed to this God and to that.
My friend,
God,
no, that's not maybe.
It says gods.
It says it clearly. It says it clearly. He is the best. God. What do you mean maybe? Allah is talking here. Allah is the best of the creators. Okay, Allah is the best of the creators. Okay, Allah is the best of the creators. How many creators there is?
Well, listen, no Muslims believe there is more than one creator.
Okay, so are you saying to me that Allah did lie when he said he is the best of the creators?
No, but
so how he can be the best of the creators if there's no other creators? If I say I am the best student in school, and later you find out that I am the only student in school,
no Muslim believe in more than one creator.
It doesn't matter. I'm asking you, is that a mistake in the Quran then? When he say he is the best of the creators, but there's no creators. Okay, Allah saying he is the best, he is lying to us. When Allah he says he is the best of the creators, was he lying or making a true statement?
Look, whatever Allah says, it's true, and he have his reasons to say whatever he says.
What do you mean reason? Give me the reason. What reason? This guy obviously maybe he's drunk. How he say he is the best of the creators, but he is not. But there's no creators. Okay, how I say? Listen, if I say to you, my TV is the best TV, but then later you learn that there's only one TV, which is the one in my bedroom in the whole world. That's mean I'm lying. If you say my car is the best car, and then we find if you say, listen, Faraj, oh, hold on. If you say my donkey is the best donkey in Egypt, and then we find that in Egypt everybody have donkey. So what does that mean? You are lying.
I'm going to answer you again. We believe only in one God. We don't.
So why he says he is the best of the creators? Who is the other creator then?
You understand? You don't understand this verse, right? That's that.
Explain. I'm asking you. I'm asking you, Faraj. I'm asking you how he say he is the best of the creator. If there's no creator, that's mean he's lying. If I say I am the best, listen. If I say I am the best student in the country, and the whole country have only one student, isn't it a lie?
What's your point?
You don't say the word best unless there's others like you. So Allah is the best of who? Allah is the best of who here? What is the word to compare to? The creators. So when Allah he says he is the best of the creators, he compare himself to who? Do you know in this verse he's comparing himself to who?
To who?
To Baal. Do you know who's Baal?
Come on. Yeah, I know who is Baal.
Okay.
But stop it.
So Allah he is saying, but he is better than Baal. Is that correct?
He's a million times better than Baal. Sure, okay. He's a million times better than any false
But he says he is the best and best than Baal in what exactly?
In everything.
No. He said why? No. He mentioned one thing. He is the best than Baal in one thing. And the verse says in creators. So he is the best of the creators. So Baal is a creator and Allah is a creator.
The first person in history that interprets that this verse like this, CP. I never heard this interpretation before.
I'm
That's
not
ridiculous.
giving you interpretation. Allah is saying He is the best of the
That's
creators.
ridiculous.
Okay, listen.
Yeah,
Do
but
you-
it's only your
okay,
interpretation.
are you the best? Are you the best at work? Let us say yes. When you say I am the best between all the employees at work, it's mean you are the same as the rest of the employees, correct? But you are the best. Is that correct?
I don't get.
Okay. If let us say you are a teacher. Let us say you are a teacher. Okay, and then you say I am the best teacher. That's mean there's
No.
many teachers.
No.
There's many teachers right away automatically. There's many teachers, but you are the best between them. Do you agree?
Whatever. What you want to say?
No. Do you agree or
You
not?
get
Say yes or no. If you say I am the best
Well-
teacher, that means there's many teachers and you are just one of them, but you are better than them, correct?
Could you get to the point, please? Make it.
I'm
short.
asking you, do you agree or not?
I don't agree.
Why you don't agree? So how you say I'm the best? How you say I am the best teacher if there's no other teachers?
Listen. You're jumping around the word and try to make it mean something that it doesn't.
Okay, let me
mean.
ask you. Let me ask you. Allah asked you to
Yeah.
worship someone. He do what? What is the requirement for a person to be followed?
To be what?
To be worshipped according to Islam.
A person is never worshipped in Islam, CP.
Well, Allah is a person.
No, Allah is no person.
Are you
Allah
sure?
is God.
Okay, so how Muhammad is said that your God Allah is not our, He is not one-eyed. How many eyes your God Allah have?
Now you will get to this point and you will say the Masih al-Dajjal has one leg and I don't know what. That's all nonsense, CP.
So-
we all know God has no.
Are you saying your
body
prophet? Are you
and
saying your
God
prophet he
no
is okay?
physical object,
Are you
know?
insulting Muhammad saying that this does not make sense because the one who came with the story
It's
of the Dajjal?
allegorical. You
What?
have to understand this
No.
allegorical. It's not,
Let me read for you. No, let
it's
me
not-
read for you. Let me read for you.
it's
This is a
written.
sahih. Listen. This is sahih hadith in front of your eyes. Your
Right.
God, your prophet, he said, إني أحدثكم عن الدجال حيث حتى خشيت أن لا تعقلوا إن المسيح الدجال رجل قصير أفحج جعد أعور مطموس العين ليس بناتئ ولا جحراء فإن ألبس عليكم فاعلموا أن ربكم ليس بأعور. Let us translate. You should know. Let us make it short.
You don't
You
have to
should know.
translate,
You should
I
know that
understood
your God is not one-eyed. Huh? But how he started, he said, the Antichrist. I'm afraid that you will be confused. Confused about what? Confused about Allah and the Antichrist. Who is the Antichrist? Antichrist is a man. He's a man.
Well, listen. The Antichrist can perform miracles and he can show
No
many
problem.
things.
But he is talking about the look. He's not talking about miracles. He never mentioned the word miracle. He is talking about the look. You should know.
We all know.
You should
the
know.
Antichrist
Okay.
will
So
perform
based in the
miracles,
hadith, your God Allah is a short. He have a curly hair. He's fat.
Yeah.
He have a big
Okay.
ass.
Now
but-
again,
but-
I will tell you,
but-
not
but
every
listen,
hadith
listen.
is true.
My friend,
And
it's a
not every
sahih. It's a
hadith
sahih. Read with me.
is
Read with me. Guys, does it say in the screen that this hadith is sahih? Everybody can see it. Sahih.
But even if the hadith
It is
fine.
sahih. It
The
is sahih.
meaning of it can be allegorical.
No, he's
and you
talking
know
about
this.
no, he's talking about the look and the shape and the hair. What allegorical? Okay, what is the metaphorical of a what the metaphorical of a hair?
Like when,
This is a guy, the Al-Masih al-Dajjal.
It's like
Al-Masih al-Dajjal is a man. Is he a man or not? He have a hair. He have eyes.
It's like
okay. So why he is comparing the
Let me
ass of
answer.
this man? Why your
Well,
prophet comparing the ass of this man to the ass of Allah if Allah has no ass?
Okay.
Why he's
Now,
comparing the
let me-
hair of this man if Allah have no hair? Why he's
Okay,
comparing the eyes of this man
Okay,
if Allah have no
you
eyes?
you gave your point. Let me give me my point.
Hmm.
In the Bible, there are many things who describe dragons and have feet from bronze and I don't know what. Is this everything written like allegorical too? You have to understand these things in a secret meaning.
No. Okay. Well, listen. You see, we when we speak to Muslims, we don't give our own interpretation. I can go right now and we can find your interpretation for this hadith. Okay. I asked you before. Do you remember? Do you remember when I asked you, name for me a cleric, one scholar you agree with, and you refuse to give me one?
Well, it didn't come in my mind.
From the millions of scholars, you could not find me one. You're right, right. What about Al-Qurtubi, Al-Tabari, Al-Jalalain, Ibn Kathir?
Fine.
I can remind
Okay.
you. Okay, all
Fine.
of them, they agree that this is the look of the Messiah, the false Messiah. This is not a metaphorical thing. This is real, and Allah is not one eye. And I can right away pray for you. Tons of videos on YouTube. Tons of videos on YouTube speaking about Allah. Let me ask you. Let me ask you. Do Allah have legs?
No, he don't.
Who told you
And
that?
if he have, it's not legs like we can imagine, you know.
Oh, so his legs is different?
If he have.
Do he have legs or not? The question is, do he have legs or not?
Well, if I told you, if he have.
Don't
it's
tell me
not
if.
legs.
I'm asking. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. I want to learn from you. Do Allah have a leg? Yes or no?
Not human legs.
Okay, not a human leg. Spider doesn't matter. He have a legs. Why Allah have legs?
Yeah, who knows what the leg of God is like?
This is another question. This is another question. Why he need legs if he is God? You see, Jesus, he came to earth. He walked with legs in the shape of a man. So we understand why he have legs. Why Allah in heaven he have legs? He want to play soccer? He want to play football? Or he want to kick ass of somebody? Why he have legs?
So you want to tell me that?
Why?
Jesus
Why?
was
No,
God?
listen. Why he have legs? Is he a human? Is your God Allah a human?
No, he's no human.
So why he have legs? Why he have? We have legs. What he will do with the legs?
That only God knows. What God knows, what he does.
Okay.
with God
So how you
directly.
say? How you Muslim? You say that your God Allah is not a man, but yet he have a leg. So you are saying to me he's a beast. How many legs he have? How many legs he have?
Wait,
How
to be
many?
honest,
How
I
many?
never heard this before.
How many legs he have? Allah, how many legs he have?
I
Abdul,
never heard
how many
before
legs?
that Allah
How
had
many
legs for
legs?
Anybody? That's
No, even the
bullshit.
Quran says that. وَيَوْمَ يَكْشِفُ عَنْ سَاقٍ وَيُدْعَوْنَ لِلسُّجُودِ فَلَا يَسْتَطِيعُونَ. My friend, you are talking to someone who knows Islam in all the way deep.
And I know my deen also very well.
No, you
And
do not.
never,
No, you do
ever
not. And
non-Muslim
no
says he
Muslim.
has legs
Let
or
me
something.
tell you something. Nobody. There's no qualified Muslim in this earth can debate me. And I assure you that. And I challenge you to bring me a Muslim. He can debate me. None of you. None of you. None of you. Nobody can debate me. So don't play games with me. So you just admitted. You just admitted that your God Allah have a leg. I'm asking you. All what you are saying. Your God Allah legs is not like mine. Who care? This is not the topic. No, he have. The hadith says, the Quran says though. The scholars they say so. He have a face, he have hands, he have 5 fingers. He have 5 fingers. Let me ask you, what he would do with his fingers? What he would do with his fingers? Why Allah have 5 fingers? What he would do with them?
Yeah, CP, if you are this great scholar you are pretending to be, why I never see you discussing big scholars in TV like Shabir Ali or somebody
Shabir Ali is an idiot. Shabir Ali do not even know how to read the Quran. This guy is a scholar. He ran away from me. Go and ask him. Go and ask him. ABN, this casual debate between me and him, and the guy, when he learned that this is a Christian prince, he sent an email. The email is would be ABN. He said, I am busy with my PhD. Thank you very much. Later maybe. He ran away. He ran away. He is a potato. He is a potato. Zakir Naik, he ran away from me. So let me ask you a question. Can you find me a Muslim he dare to debate me?
I'm talking with you.
You are not. You are not. You have no answer. Since we started, you are getting shower from the beginning. I want a Muslim he can stand for me.
Listen, I have no answer. Every question you give me, I'm answering you. That's
and every answer you give me, I got you busted with. So now let us go back to the question. Why Allah have legs?
Listen, Allah have no legs, CP. I told
you just said so. You said so. You said so. You said Allah legs is not like our legs. Allah legs is not our like. This is what you said. Allah legs is not like our leg. So he have a leg. He have a hand. He have. Okay. The Quran in front of us. He said, and the Hadith says. The Muslim, they said to Muhammad, are we going to see Allah in the judgment day? And this is a Sahih hadith. He said yes. They said, how we will see him? To make the hadith short, it's long. He said, how we will recognize him? He said, Allah will come to you in an image different from the image which you know, in a shape different from the shape which you know. And then you will say to him, we seek refuge against thee. You are not Allah. And we seek refuge to Allah from you, which means Muslim consider Allah shaitan just because he changed his shape. Maybe he come to them in a Halloween form, or maybe he is coming as a Santa Claus. So then Allah, he come to them and he will say, he will come back to the original shape and he will show himself, and then the Muslim, they will recognize him. The Muslim, they said to the Prophet, how we will recognize him? He said, he will go and show his shin. So you Muslims will recognize your God from his legs. How you recognize Allah from his leg?
If this is written in the Quran, it should be true. Fine.
So why you are saying to me that this is Allah doesn't have legs?
I said if it's written in the Quran.
Okay, why Allah then? Let us go back from zero then. Why Allah have legs?
Well, it will have his reasons. Allah have his
Okay,
reasons.
do Allah walk or he fly? Do Allah walk or he fly?
Allah doesn't. I don't know, CP. That's a stupid question.
Okay,
Nobody knows this.
why? Okay, so what is the point of when I say a leg? What does that mean exactly? Do you know what legs mean?
Listen, for us, a leg is a leg where we walk with and things
Correct.
like this.
So Allah, he have who is the one?
A leg.
Okay,
listen, a
who is
leg
the one
could-
who call it leg?
could be
Allah.
for-
Allah, he
it could
called.
be something, yeah,
No.
but it could be something totally different, CP.
No,
And
no,
it's a childish point to ride on it, you know. What you want to tell me with this?
my friend, the hadith in front
That
of
we
us.
as Muslims,
The hadith in front of
you
us
want to
describe
tell me
Allah.
that we Muslims believe in a body of Allah?
Yes, you do. You do.
Okay,
This is why.
I
This
tell
is
you we
this
don't
is
believe
this is
in
why.
this,
This is
okay?
why the Muhammad he said that when Allah he come to you in a
Mujassim,
shape. Okay,
Mujassim, listen, Mujassim believe in this what you are telling me. We are not Mujassim.
my friend, you are a Mujassim. You are a Sunni.
No,
aren't you?
we are not Mujassim.
Are you a Sunni
No,
or
no,
not?
no, no,
Are you
no.
a Sunni or Shia?
Yeah, I'm Sunni, but not all Sunnis are
All
Mujassim.
Sunni believe in
I-
that. No, all Sunni believe in that, and I challenge
That's
you.
not true.
All
not true.
Sunni.
That's not
Otherwise, they
true.
are not Sunni. You know, a second
That's not-
ago,
I know
a second,
Shia make this
a
claim.
second
I
ago,
know
you told
Shia
me.
make- listen,
A second
listen,
ago, you told
I
me
know
there's someone.
Shia-
He's a what? You said to me, Sufi. Is a Sufi? Is a Sunni?
Okay, can I ask you something, CP? After all this
No,
talking
listen,
and after
listen.
all this, wait a
So
minute, wait a
Allah,
minute.
let us finish
After
this
all
one. Let us finish this one.
One
Allah,
second,
Allah
you're
in the
talking all
Quran.
the time.
Allah in
Let
the
me ask
Quran.
you something.
Allah in the
What
Quran.
you-
He have legs. He
what
have
you-
hands. He have
wait a
face. He
moment,
have
wait a moment.
eyes.
CP,
So Allah is a
CP,
physical.
Listen,
Is Allah a physical being? Is Allah spirit?
whatever you say.
Is
whatever you
Allah
say,
a
listen
physical
now.
being or a spirit? Final. Before you give me the question, no problem. Is Allah a physical being or a spirit?
I answered so many questions. now
Is
let me ask
Allah?
you one.
Oh, they finish. We will finish. We will finish. Is Allah
wait.
a physical being or He's a spirit?
Listen, I have to get up very early tomorrow.
No problem.
Uh,
Answer me before you go. Is Allah a physical being or He's a spirit? No, I insist. I want to know. It's a final because the whole discussion have to end with this. You can ask me the
Okay.
question, no problem. But tell me, simple. Is He a physical being or a spirit? Is Allah a spirit or He's a physical being?
He is not a spirit or a physical being.
So what He
Allah
is, guys?
more than that.
How in the world this God can be God, but He is not a spirit? He is not a physical being. This means He is nothing.
Listen, no, God is something we cannot.
Let me ask you.
No.
Let me ask you. Is the Quran
is-
created by
we
Allah or
cannot-
not? Is the Quran
No, no.
created by Allah or not? Is the Quran created? Is the Quran created?
How it was dictated by Allah,
No.
but not created.
Was it a create? Okay, yeah, created. You created the Quran. The Quran was exist
No,
before. Okay,
dictated.
the Quran was no. Okay,
Listen,
dictated.
humans
No
created
problem. The question is very simple.
but Allah dictated it.
The question is very simple. Was the
Yeah.
Quran created? Yes or no?
Was the Quran created?
Yes or no?
Yeah, we humans wrote it. Yeah, we compiled it. How it's now.
I'm
yeah.
not talking about the book. I'm talking about the Quran which Allah He sent to Muhammad. Is that
Message
created or
itself.
not?
Yeah, the message itself was.
Okay, go right now, my friend.
so
Go right now. Go right now to Google, and you will see all the Muslim Sunni fatwa that anyone believe the Quran is created, he should be beheaded. So you are an apostate now.
No, you see what I
You
did
are an
say.
apostate.
We wrote no. Allah.
I asked you. The question was clear. I said the Quran which Allah sent to Muhammad, not the book. Not the book in your hand. Was that created? Okay, let us go back from zero. Allah said, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Is that created? Is that created or this is not created?
I answered many questions now. Answer.
So you will not answer. So Allah is not a spirit.
No.
Allah is a body. Allah is not a spirit. So He's a dead body.
Allah spirit. So that I told you, Allah is more than that. And now answer, please, one question with me, CP.
Go ahead.
We are 1.8 billion Muslims on this world. I guess approximately.
Does that include the Christians?
Well, I think so.
So
No, I
how you
think
count
that's-
the Muslims in Egypt? You count everybody there except including the Christian, right? You count all the Christians in Pakistan. You count all. This is what the Muslims do. You see, yesterday the number was 1.4. So overnight became 1.8. Next week you will come to me and you will say we are 2 billion. Let me tell you the news, my friend. Let me tell you the news. If the number will make a difference,
Finish you.
the Hindus is more. Why you are mentioning to me the number? We are twice more than you. So what? Who care?
Okay, listen, it's not the number. What I want to tell you is this. There are many Muslims and there are many Christians on this world.
Mm.
We must find a way to live together. We cannot hate each other and only
So what?
belittle each
So
other.
okay, why the Quran in chapter 5 verse 14 says Allah will spread hate and enmity between the Christians?
Listen, this was a time long ago.
No, it doesn't say. Okay, so at that time your God Allah is going to spread hate between the Christians. No, this is not true. The Quran, let me get you busted again. Let me get you busted before you go. The verse says, until the judgment day. Why you are lying again? Until the judgment day. Until the, listen. I cannot take a liar. Sorry. I have to get you busted. I cannot handle it. Why? You said Allah spread hate against the Christian at that time. This is not what the Quran said. Read for me. Chapter 5 verse 14. No. Oh, people of the book, read. Let us laugh together at the lies and the liars. Oh, people of the book. Huh?
Listen,
Look,
my son is 5 years old and he does the same.
Listen. Look what your God Allah saying. Look what your God saying. We string them with hate, with enmity and hatred between one to each other until the judgment day. Until the judgment day. This is your Quran. So why you are lying to me, saying this is to me? This is was at that time.
We must find a way to live together.
This is not the question. I don't care about you live with me. Listen, Abdul, I don't care you want to live with me or not. This is not my business. I am here, a person who study Islam. I am here to get your prophet busted. Your prophet is a liar, and this is what I'm doing here. So now you are a liar. You are a liar like your prophet. You told me that Allah spread hate between the Christians only at that time when the verse says in front of us until the judgment day. So the question, what kind of God he want to spread hate between the Christians when you are the one as asking me to live as a friends? This is hypocrisy. This is a lie. This is a religion of the devil, and you are trying to fool us, playing that you are a victim, playing that you are a nice guy. What about you were Santa Claus? Come to me as Santa Claus. Huh? Are you Santa Claus? So if you are Santa Claus, how come your God say this? If you are Santa Claus, if you are a person who believe in love and harmony and to be friends, how Allah he says the Christians are the worst of the creatures, Allah they are your enemy, I will spread hate between them until the judgment day. What kind of God he will spread hate between us Christians until judgment day?
Listen, nobody spreads anything. The only hate,
my friend, the Quran in front of you.
The only hate.
Listen, don't be stupid. Faraj, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Chapter 5, verse number 14. Chapter 5. Listen. Am I quoting for you a verse? Am I quoting you a verse, or I'm showing you my own statement? This is Quran saying I will spread the hate until the judgment day. Until the judgment day. Until the judgment day. Do you know what until judgment day means?
To shock you, but it's not about shocking. It's about to find a way to act as humans together. CP.
Do you believe the Christians are human?
Yeah, of course.
So why the Quran says they are the same as an an'am? They are animals.
The Quran talks about a specific kind of people, not all Christians,
my friend,
and not all humans.
My friend,
you are
say hi to your parents and good night. I'm done with you. The Quran talking about certain Christians. We say to him at the judgment day, we say all the proof, and the Quran says Muslims, honest to my Lord, the Messiah, the Lord of the Lords, and the King of the Kings, by his name, we are victorious. You see, when you talk to us, you are not talking to us. The Lord is going to defeat you. Your father is the devil, and this is why everything you say is a lie. You are of your father, the devil. He was a murderer. You think you can fool those Christians? Those days is over. Those days are over. How dare you? He's calling again. I don't know what you want to call for. Let us see. Just I don't want him to feel bad. Let us make him feel better. I will make him beat me. Uh, what happened? Let me call him back. Poor guy.
What happened?
My friend, there's something else you want to say? You want to cry and you want to say to me, it doesn't say
What?
that. It doesn't.
Wait, what happened?
So
What
listen,
happened?
listen. What do you want to say to me?
Okay,
As fine, as
can I
fine.
continue?
What,
Okay.
what do you want
What
to
I
say?
want to say is this: I was not raised to hate each other. See,
My friend, I don't care. This is not my this is not my
let me
business.
continue.
يا فرج يا فرج يا حبيبي.
You
اسمع
spread
اسمع
only
اسمع
hate, and
اسمع
you
يا
want to
فرج
spread.
اسمع. I'm not. I'm here to talk about your mother and your father. I respect them.
You are a very.
I'm not talking
They
about
are
your
Muslim.
parents. I'm not talking
My
about your
father is
parents. Don't tell me
Muslim.
about my
Yes, yes,
family. Did not teach me. Did not, etc. I don't care what your family taught you. Good for you. You have a good mother.
Ask me as
You have a good father.
says,
That's wonderful. I am talking about the Quran. The Quran in front of me says Allah will spread hate and enmity between the Christians until Judgment Day.
not,
How you explain
not
that? How you explain that to
that's
me?
like, it's like in the Bible. Not everybody goes to heaven, CP.
My friend, this is not the question. Jesus said,
It's
Jesus came to save you, not to send you to hell. The Quran
Yes,
says, the
and
Quran
whoever
says,
is
the
the
Quran
Holy Spirit,
says he came to spread hate. Allah, he is in earth to spread hate, specifically between the Christians. Explain to me that.
came to
Why,
bring this unity
why
between
does
the
God,
family.
why does
You know
God,
that
okay, listen, why does God, I am a Christian, and why your God, he wants to spread hate between me and the other Christian? Tell me.
God doesn't spread hate, CP.
My
That's in
friend,
your head.
my
It's in
friend, okay, read for me the Quran. I'm listening. Chapter 5, verse 14. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, the Quran is not in front of me now. And look,
Okay.
we talked a long
I will
time
give
now.
you, no. I will give,
Listen,
okay, tomorrow. You know, actually, I will be Wednesday again in live podcast the same time.
fine. Let's
Okay.
continue our.
You
Let's
can
continue
call me
our
again.
tomorrow.
You can call me again.
One thing,
I want you to think about it. I will give you 2 days.
okay, let me say one thing. Why is everything you say in a hateful manner, CP?
Why?
Are we war
Why?
together?
Why you friend? Why you think it's in a hateful manner? Just to say to you, hate is wrong. That will make me hateful.
Listen,
How come you are against hate? How come you are against hate, but you follow a God saying there in the front of your eyes? So we string them with hatred and enmity until the Judgment Day. How come? Isn't it this is hypocrisy? If you are against hate, you should not follow Allah.
it's not that easy. You read these things.
My friend, what not easy? So how you say to me, you think that I hate you when I never said anything hateful? I'm just reading for you your book. How come when I quote for you? How come when I quoted for you what your book saying to me? Is that hateful? Did I quote for you? Did I quote for you something from the Bible says I should hate you? Did I say anywhere, anyhow, I should hate you? Did I say that?
Call me all the time Abdul. That's like if you call me nigger, and you know this very good.
Listen, Abdul, your God Allah call you Abdul, Muhammad call you Abdul, and you are Abdul. You like it or not?
Listen. My name is Farag, and if you talk with somebody, talk by his name.
You see, I did not call you Abdul. I did not call you Abdul. You are the one who mentioned why you call Muslims Abdul, because I do not know their names. So I say, hey Abdul,
No,
who wanna debate me? When I say, listen. When I use Abdul, I say this. Who is a Abdul when I call me? I do not know his name. He's a Abdul. He's a Muslim. So I say, who is Abdul when I call me? Now listen. Okay, why I don't get insulted if you call me Christian?
Listen, you can call me by my name because my name was from the start official. I told you my name is Farag. You are the one hiding behind.
Listen. Don't tell me you are the one is hiding. You are the one is hiding. Who are you? Your prophet, he hide many times. He went all the way to Ethiopia. He hide between the Christians and then he want to kill them. He went between the Jews. He hide between the Jews and then he killed them. Your prophet is not trustworthy. How he hide between the Jews and then he killed the Jews? How the person who opened the doors for you, you slaughter them?
Okay, listen, if because they betrayed them, and you know
you betrayed them. He is the one who betrayed them. He came to them. He told them, help me, please help me. They opened their doors for him. They opened the city for him. They said, come over, no problem.
And sold weapons to his enemy.
Okay. Okay, let me ask you a question. Germany is selling weapon to Israel. Are you going to kill the German?
Well, listen, if as example, listen,
I'm asking, the question is very simple. The question is very simple. Germany is selling weapon to Israel. Do you wish to kill the German the same as your prophet he did to the Jews, as you claim?
Listen. If somebody is at war with Israel,
my friend, My friend, listen,
you asked
listen,
me
listen,
something,
listen,
I
listen.
answered.
Your prophet, he killed the Jews according to you because they sell weapon to his enemies. The German,
and
you
they
live
want
in
to kill the
Germany, you live in
Muslims.
Germany. As we speak, they are discussing selling submarines to Israel. Actually, already they make the deal. Now,
And they also
are you
sell
going to kill?
submarines to
Are you
Egypt,
going to
see,
kill?
that has
Are
nothing
you
to
going
do,
to kill the consultant or the chancellor of Germany because
Yeah.
she's doing that? Are you going to kill her?
Listen, it was a warfare situation.
This is warfare. This is warfare too. You are the one who gave me why. You are the one who gave me the reason. You are the one who gave me the reason. You said because they are selling weapon to his enemies. So are you going to kill the governor? Are you going to kill the governor of Germany for selling weapon to Israel? Yes or no?
You didn't answer my question, and I asked you many times now.
Go.
What you want in the end, how we Muslims and Christians live together. What is in your mind?
We don't live together, my friend. We don't. You don't live with us. You don't.
So we hate each
you
other.
don't. You don't live with us. You take our land. You occupy our land, and you claim you live with us. You don't.
Okay, so there is no peaceful living between Muslims and Christians.
You're a prophet. He said, "Cry not for peace, and as long you are the uppermost." Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Is that true? Is that true?
Listen.
Is that true? Is it true that you're a prophet? He forbid you from having peace with the Christians? Yes or no?
You're very, very, very.
Did your prophet forbid you from having?
You answer with a question. That's.
Let's go. I'm losing my voice here. You have no idea you are talking to who. What's wrong with those people? You are talking to Christian Prince. When you talk to him, you better you count your fingers before you hit call. He's calling again. Why you are calling Faraj again?
Yeah, it's keep disconnecting. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what do you want to say? We are done. You're a prophet. He forbid you from having peace with us. Why you are lying? Okay, Faraj, to make it simple, to make it simple, Jesus, listen, Faraj,
will also not disappear. We must find a way to live together,
Faraj, my friend.
We must
Jesus, okay, hold on. Jesus said, love your enemy. So even if you are my enemy, Jesus ordered me to love you. Okay, make it clear. Now, your God says hate the Christians. So what we will do now? Which one you want to follow? Which one you want to follow? Be honest with me. Which one you want to follow? Jesus who said love your enemy, or Allah who said I will spread the hate between them?
To bring peace, he come to bring war. And he also said,
that's not true. This is not true. This is not true. This is a lie. This is a lie. This is a lie. No,
of course,
no.
in the Bible.
Okay, complete the verse. Complete it. It says he said they will kill you in my name. So the war is what? War on us, not on them. We are not the one who will kill. They will kill you because of me. They will discriminate you because of me. So why you are quoting the verse without completing? The war in what? Who is the one who will wage the war? Who is the one who will wage the war? The war will be in us. And this is the example. This is the proof. You Muslims attacked the Christian in Egypt. You took their land. Let me ask you. Is the land you are from? Is that your land, or this is a land of occupation? You stole it from the Christians.
Now listen. How?
Good night. Good night.
Listen.
Good night. Unbelievable. The peace. They give you speech about peace. We wish. I wish the Muslims believe in peace. You want to lie to yourself or lie to us? You want to lie to yourself or lie to us? Islam is religion of hypocrisy and stupidity. Go ahead, think twice if you want to call, no problem. Anyway, obviously, you know, the Muslims, they have really nothing to say. And they think what they can do with Western, they can do with me. I am a Christian Prince, my friend. I spend my life studying this stupid cult. I don't have a PhD, but I do not need it. I never saw someone have a PhD. He speak knowledge. Hello.
Hello, bro.
Hey, my friend. How are you?
How are you? Right, I was listening to the debate.
Right.
Unfortunately, the word listen was probably repeated about 1,000 times because it's very difficult to sometimes have a very clear dialogue. I just wanted to call because he mentioned near the end where he said, "Why you did he said something like why you spreading hate or why you hateful?"
Yeah, like it sound like, you know, like you speak like as if you hate the Muslims. Yeah.
Yeah. So that first of all, that shows that he doesn't disagree with you because he's not saying why you spreading lies or why you're making fabrication about Islam. He's saying why you're being hateful, and that means that you're telling the truth. Two, it also means that he already has made a perception that you're hateful before listening to what you're saying, because he's already made that perception. So it's a bit like, you know, the people on the left, for example, these Antifa liberals, you know, they already have a perception about somebody who's, say, right wing. So they already made their mind up before they even debate. Are you with me? So
Yeah.
he's already made his mind up that you're being hateful as long as you're explaining Islam. So that shows where he stands with that. You're not being there like an ISIS person telling the Christians, for example. You're not being here telling the Christians from the Bible saying this is what we should do to the Muslims. All you're saying is, look, this is what Islam teach. This is what Muhammad did. This is what Allah said. This is in the Quran. This is in a Sahih Hadith. This is what the scholars say. This is what the scholars agree. And then all we have to do is we have to look at 1,400 years of a Muslim history where countries that have been persecuted, lands that have been stolen. This has happened in my country, you know, not just Egypt, not just Syria. These things, most of Balkans in Europe, Eastern Europe, you know, these countries were invaded by Ottoman Empire, and the power that they use, the way that they use, is purely killing the Christians, and anybody who converted to Islam would get the best land. And I know that as a fact, you know, coming from those countries, and this is what Islam is. But this guy was simply didn't want to anything that you said. He tried to twist the conversation. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
and
Because I talk too much, so I'm listening.
Okay, no, I thought I put you to sleep. You know, even when, for example, as soon as you said about the best of creators, initially he tried to deny they exist. Then he found out that he exists. Then he tried to say, "Yeah, I don't understand what you were saying about this. What is the big deal?" You know, he just tried to make it irrelevant.
Yeah,
And
you know,
this shows that, you know, why. And he talks about being honest, and he talks about his family never saying anything or mosques not teaching about anything. I don't really think there is a mosque, if it's a Sunni mosque, that doesn't say anything, because first of all, you know, isn't it on one of their prayers they say, "Oh Allah, don't let us be like the Jews and the Christian."
Yeah, don't make us like the same. Yeah, that chapter 1, verse number 7. Yeah.
You know, so how can you say that when you first thing you do if you're praying as a Muslim, that's what you do. And essentially every verse you were showing from the Quran, the guy, all he was doing is saying that, you know, almost he couldn't say, he can't, unfortunately they can't say for the Quran it's weak, you know, because obviously that means he's committing shirk and stuff like that. But he's just, no, this is metaphoric, brother. He never, you know, when somebody says it's metaphoric, at least explain how it is metaphoric, you know?
Yeah.
You don't just say it's metaphoric, it means nothing.
No, you will notice always the Muslim, they have an agenda. That's in order to try to shut you up. They cannot answer you, so they try to make you look as an ugly person in the eyes of the audience. So you are teaching hate. What I said nothing about hate. I'm talking about your hate, you know. So they try to flip the table on you by accusing you in what is written in their books. So we talk about what is written in their books, and then they say to you, you are spreading hate. Okay, why when I quote your book, we spread hate? If I quote what Jesus said, we don't spread hate, we spread love. So if I quote what in your book, you accuse me of spreading hate. So Muslims, obviously, they they feel ashamed, or they say it's very embarrassing to be a Muslim. And the second they notice that they are no match, they try to talk about my parents did not tell me that. Who cares if what your parents taught you? Maybe he's right, his parents did not tell him, but I don't believe in that, because this guy is born in Egypt, he lived in Egypt, he knew what's happening there. Christians are slaughtered, killed, their churches is burned, right? As we speak now, this week 3 churches are closing down. Muslims throw rocks at the churches, forbidding them from entering the church, and this is right as we speak. So when they say to us, like, the Muslim, he tried to play as a person, he is coming from different galaxy. He's like Marie Antoinette, the Queen of France. They asked her why people don't. They said why they are striking. They said they are hungry. They said why don't they eat cake? So people, they should eat cake as if nothing happening. Why we can't be friends? As if he know nothing about what's happening. They kill us. They take our land. They took our churches. They convert them to mosques. They force people to convert to Islam, and then they say why we can't be friends.
But CP, why is he saying? Why is he asking us why we cannot be friends? When has it been the Christians who are saying we don't want to be friends with, say, anybody?
Well, that's what I showed you. The Quran says. I showed you.
It is the Muslims that don't want to be friends.
Right.
So we should ask the questions.
Yeah.
Why can't we be friends? And they should answer.
That's why I shut him up. I shut him up right away. So when showing him the Quran saying that he cannot be a friend to any of us, even his own family, he cannot be a friend for them. Yeah.
But if his family, right, don't hate the Christians, if he doesn't hate the Christians, if he wants to be friends with a Christian, what does that show you? That shows that he's a lot better man than Muhammad and a lot better than Allah.
My friend, if he don't hate the Christians for real, as he claimed, and his family do that, according to Islam, according to the Quran, in chapter 5, verse 51, the one who do that, he is not a Muslim. He is one of us. Everybody
and
can go.
He's supposed not to have his brother and father.
Yes, you see,
as a friend in 923, isn't it?
Yeah, 923, and both of them, 923 and chapter 5, verse 51, says it clearly. If you take them as a friends, you are one of them.
You're a kuffar, basically.
So you are an apostate. Yes, you became one of them. So if you take the Christians as a friends, you are a Christian like them. You are not a Muslim no more.
Yes, I mean,
Faraj, he says we don't hate you. I'm showing him the Quran in front of him. Okay, I mean, you see, guys, what Faraj is saying in the text. He says we don't hate you. Okay, first, thank you very much for not hating us, but this is not Islam, my friend. This is you. Maybe you are a good person. Huh?
Even in UK the other day, there was a Christian Pakistani who live in a Christian sort of also near a Muslim community. He got beaten up, had his car broken. He's got beaten up very badly, simply for having a cross in a car, and obviously for being a Christian. This is in England,
Yeah.
So imagine if this guy was living in Syria, Libya, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, these sort of places. What happens? Nobody's going to report it. Pakistan, So these are the things.
Who they are? The police are Muslims.
The prosecution is happening in UK, my friend. It's happening in France. It's happening in Germany. What Muslims are doing. Forget the terrorist bombing. Forget the lorries being run over. Right? These are things that I'm experiencing in UK myself. I've experienced loads of things. The amount of times I had Muslims tell me, "Oh, you're Muslim," because they assume I'm a Muslim, and they say, "You Muslim, brother?" And I say, if I say no, they're like, "Oh, no good." If I went and said to a Muslim and said, "You're Christian," and he said no, and I said, "Oh, no good," I would be arrested by police. Islamophobia, hateful, right wing, KKK, you name it. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is happening in the West.
I want to go to England, and I will say Muhammad is a scumbag in the middle of England, and let us see how they can arrest me. I want to see that happening. Let us see what they will do. They will deport me. That would be good.
You'd like to go to court and explain it to the judge, yeah?
Musa says American Christians kill each other. Look who is talking. Faraj, did you forget about the war in Iraq, the war in Syria, the war in Yemen? Just last week, Abdul, more than 30 of your policemen slaughtered by your brothers, the Muslims Brotherhood. So shut up. Shame on you to lie. Shame on you to lie. Christian in America, they kill each other. Where? Are you talking about criminals? They rob a store. You know, your country full of thieves. So what are you talking about? We are talking
CP,
about
we're not,
countries. Countries
CP,
are destroyed
we are
because
not like
of Islam.
Saudi Arabia, right? We're not like Saudi Arabia. USA is not like Saudi Arabia, where it claims to be 100% Muslim. So in USA, it doesn't mean everybody is a Christian.
No, even though, you see, in USA, if you, I remember when I used to live in the Middle East, we have a bus full of children's, almost 50. They were going like a school like journey or a trip. All of them they killed in an accident. And then in the news in the same day, they were showing us an accident in the highway in Los Angeles where 3 cars or 7 cars, they hit each other. But the news about our bus, which have more than 50 kids die, is not in the TV. So they give you a news about America, what happened in America, because this is America. If somebody fought in America, will be in the news. In Islamic world, women get raped, child molestation, killing,
I need to correct you there, CP. You know, it's not rape unless she has 4 witnesses, so you can't.
No, there's no rape. There's nobody rape anyone in the Middle East, my friend, because a woman, she will not even report it. She will be shamed forever if she can report. Even if you rape a woman there, you know, she will not go and say somebody raped me, because her family might kill her. She will be shamed by the society, and she will go through a lot of humiliation process, and she is the victim. So they hide it. In America, if a husband, he is a husband, he sleep with the wife and she is not willing to do it, she can report him for rape. And he is the husband. In Islam, the husband, he can rape his wife. In America, if you beat a dog, you will be in the news. In Islamic country, you beat your wife, you are a good husband. You open my TV station, I find the news that says that the guy who his name is whatever Thompson, he was not feeding his dogs right. So he was arrested and taken to court. What the crime? He was not feeding his dogs in the right way. Just not feeding his dogs for the right way. In Islam, chapter 4 verse 34 says you can beat your wife. And then they speak about good and bad. Their God
and you know what I hate about that, CP, is because a lot of Christians who even seem to know about Islam, they keep using this supposed version about there being 3 stages of beating your wife. You know, first you ask her, and then first you do this. You know, I don't know why they go with the Muslim assumption that there is like 3 stages. There is no stages. It's just basically, if she doesn't obey you, you can beat her. And this whole thing about beating her lightly is a completely made up story by the Muslims, which also some people, non-Muslims in the West, have come to believe. Why are people repeating the lies that Muslims are saying? This is what annoys me. Why don't they do? And you know,
let us say there is a step, and it doesn't matter really. I mean, beating women is beating women. What kind of religion teach that your wife can be beaten? And then they say to you, well, you know, women they have period, so women they have period, we beat them. You know, women they have half a brain, they are stupid. Women they are like a child. Well, because you marry children's. Muslims they marry children's. The Prophet himself, he married a child, 6 years old girl. So they beat women.
It was allowed at that time, see.
Oh yeah, at that time, and now it's allowed. Nothing changed.
Yeah. At that time, at 6 years old, at that time was like
you know. Even some Muslims they will say, that Aisha, she was dating a guy before the Prophet. She was at the age of 5 and she was dating a guy before the Prophet. I mean, this Aisha, she was really a very horny girl. She was dating around at the age of 4. At the age of 5, at the age of 3, I think she was learning how to do makeup. Yeah, and she have a period too. I mean, it's amazing how stupid those people are, you know. But the example today we have with this guy Faraj, who is desperate to try to defend his religion. It was a very bad failure. You know, he tried to everything he said. I mean, I encourage people to download this video and play it with your friends and let people laugh. Let people laugh. Everything he said, we showed him the opposite from his books.
Actually, if you listen to the video carefully, you will see a lot of things, because when you listen live, you can miss a lot of things. If you listen to the video carefully, you can see a lot of times how he's admitting to things and then changing his mind, and then later playing dumb and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you listen to it carefully, you will notice, because a lot of time, 1 minute he's saying no, then he's changing his mind. Either he's metaphorical or he's saying, I don't understand your point, trying to play dumb. I don't see why it's a big deal. You know, trying to make it irrelevant.
Look what he's saying in the text. He said, even Christian Prince, he said, I know a lot. You know nothing, you idiot. What are you talking about? You know a lot. You know a lot. Like you are the same as Shabir Ali. You know,
I agree with him though, that you cannot debate Shabir Ali. You know, Zakir Naik. Why don't you contact him? You know, and debate these guys. You know, I get Muslims all the time. Sometimes when I'm debating in comments and stuff, they're like, why don't you debate the real man like Zakir Naik and this? Zakir Naik is hiding in Malaysia, wherever he is, and Shabir Ali, he was asked live the question to debate you, and what happened? He ran away, the coward.
Yeah.
Why? Because you would destroy him. That would be the end of him. You know, how can he even be a scholar? You know, he's going to university.
Let us make an offer. Listen, let us make an offer to Faraj. He is listening. Faraj, what do you think if you bring me a scholar to debate me? Actually, you know what? Let us call him and add him in the call. What do you think?
Yes, if he can do that. Yeah,
let us see.
That's
I'm calling him. Let us see if he can join us in the call, and maybe he can find us a scholar to debate me.
And a scholar, and I'm sure you will even make him an
admin. Hey Faraj, you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Faraj. So did you hear the conversation? Are you listening?
Not again. What again, VP?
You know, we are saying
as
long
Faraj,
you mention.
Faraj.
Yeah.
Look, what we want, right? Forget what CP is saying. You bring anybody who claims to be a scholar, who has a bit of knowledge, right? So we don't have to all the time point to the verses because you never heard them first time, because you said on the mic.
No, it's not about listen. It's not about I heard them or not. It's about what is the point you want to get to. Do you want that we all convert to Christianity?
No.
Is this what you want?
The point is, you bring a scholar, because you said to CP earlier.
I ask you what you want.
Faraj, people they do. People they listen. They convert. They don't convert. This is their business.
It's nothing to do with convert.
The point
you
is,
said, why don't
you
debate Shabir Ali, right? You said, why don't you debate Shabir Ali? Shabir Ali run from the debate. So why don't you get Shabir Ali to debate Christian Prince?
It's not true. Nobody want to put himself in this stupid situation to talk with somebody like CP.
Well, because they will be destroyed by CP. I know.
Listen. He don't let you answer. He use foul language. He talks like a machine gun. That's not a normal discussion. It's like if you're talking somebody.
Okay, what is the foul language? What is the foul language? What is the foul language? Let us make a challenge. Let us make a challenge. Let us make a challenge.
Yes.
Listen. Faraj. Let us make a challenge. Name for me one word I said it was a foul language.
Listen, if you call somebody Abdul all the time and he tells you my name is Faraj, this is foul language.
If I show you right now a Muslim scholar saying that every one of us is Abdul, if a Muslim scholar says every Muslim is Abdul, is he insulting you in the Muslims, or he is
Faraj? And if you talk with somebody in a nice manner and you want to convince him of your opinion, you talk with his name. And it's not this way to talk with other people.
Why your prophet he did not use the Christian names when he spoke to them? He called them Nasara.
In this time there was no word evangelical, or I don't know what it's the word was. The word
doesn't
Nasara.
matter. Okay, people have names at that time, right?
Well, in general, yeah, but if you
Okay,
call
so
us
why?
Muslims,
Okay,
you
show
not call
me where
everybody
he called people by their names. Why he is not calling
Why
them
did
by
they
their
call
names?
them Jews? Why did they call them Jews or Sabians?
Will he call everybody by his single name?
So this is the same
You
for
know
me.
my name.
Why I want to call every Muslim?
You
Every
know-
Muslim is Abdul.
wait.
Every Muslim is Abdul. So before you call me,
You know,
before
no,
you call
I
me,
told you in the beginning
listen,
of the
listen, listen.
discussion, my
No,
name
I
is
do not
Farah.
know you. I do not know you.
I asked you,
Maybe.
I asked you.
Why did Allah call us kuffars?
Listen.
Right?
He did
Isn't
not.
that offensive? Isn't that offensive? Which one is more offensive? Me calling you Abdul or
Look,
Allah calling me kuffar?
Listen. In the Bible, it says, "If I deny the Holy Ghost, I am forever and ever hellbound."
Yeah,
Say,
and you are going to be in
see?
hellfire. I guarantee you that.
So there are things in religion who are very touchy to discuss. And
Okay, this
Let me
is not
tell
the
you one
topic.
thing, Faraj.
Yes.
Let me tell you one thing. In 1 billion years, Faraj,
Yes.
you're gonna wake up in hell, and you're gonna listen to this debate over and over and over again. You know, you
Okay.
don't have to worry about the hellfire. Hellfire is gonna
Okay.
be nothing. You're gonna be
Okay.
listen to this debate, and you're gonna think to yourself, how
Now
stupid
you're
was I
scaring. Now
that
you're
I didn't
scaring me
listen
with
to
hell.
these guys when they
Now
were
you're
showing me so clear how
Now
bad
you're
and how
with hell.
false it was.
I will never leave my religion, CP. I will be Muslim.
You are
till
out
the
of
end
Islam
my day.
already. You are out of Islam
can
already.
bring your
Already.
claims and
I
you
made
can
you.
say
What are you?
this
What are you
and
talking about? What are you talking about? You are out of Islam already. You accuse your prophet of a liar. You accuse your prophet to be a liar.
Of anything.
You
Listen,
did many
CP,
times. You did.
I
People will listen.
accuse-
People will listen. People will listen. When I said to you what your prophet said, he said, you said this does not make sense. But the one is talking is your prophet. I showed you the Quran. I showed you the Quran. You said to me, this does not make sense. But this is the Quran. This is your God Allah saying that.
I said it's allegorical.
No, it's not up to you. I said to you, name for me a scholar. He agree with you. You could not get me one. So listen, I'm not going.
Well,
I'm not
that
going.
doesn't mean
Go.
that means I don't know.
Just
That
go.
doesn't
Just
mean
go. Just go.
anything else.
My friend, just go sleep. Just go sleep. I will give you Wednesday. I will be on online. Call me in Wednesday. I want you to get better. I want you to study the questions I gave you before. Maybe you can answer me. You know.
No problem. Can you send me after you uploaded the video a link for the video?
My friend is going to be uploaded automatically. It's going to be there. This is YouTube,
okay,
so
fine.
it's recorded.
Yeah, fine.
Just copy the link and you can post it on your Facebook. No problem.
Oh no, I don't want to. I'm not in Facebook.
No, do it so you can expose me, my friend.
No.
I want
listen.
I want Muslim to laugh. I want Muslim to laugh at me. I want Muslims to laugh at me. You know, just do it for me, for my sake.
To be honest, nobody knows you, CP. Maybe some handful of people from YouTube and stuff. But
are you sure?
Most Muslims have no idea of you.
Really? Okay. Well.
No, yeah, it's true. Maybe some people of YouTube and some people on Facebook know you, but from the 1 billion Muslims, nobody knows you, CP. You're a joke. I have to be honest, you know.
Oh, is this the guy who was talking about insulting?
Maybe you have.
Hold on.
I'm listening.
You're calling the guy a joke?
Insult, right? Yeah, because he is not.
Hold on. How comes you know him then? Because if you're saying he's a joke, that means you know him. So how saying nobody knows him, but you know him? You clearly know him.
CP is not about bringing peace about Muslims and Christians.
Listen,
he wants that we hate each other. That's all.
Listen.
That's all.
I say the truth, and you are a follower of a scumbag. His name is Muhammad. This is the truth.
May God.
This is the truth. This is the truth. You like it or not, this is the truth. And I you know, everything I said, I show it to you with the proofs. Everything I said to you is with the proof.
Showed me nothing. You showed me only hate.
No, go. Just go. Just go. I showed him hate. The joke is your prophet, my friend, the one who said Allah will make your penis endless. I hope your penis will not really get so endless, and then you find your penis in the bum of your prophet. When a Muslim, he says you are no one, then we need to ask ourselves why you are calling me. What are you afraid of from? If this guy nobody will listen to. You know? My name is in Wikipedia the same as your prophet name. My books is 1 million times smarter than your prophet's books. And none of you Muslims can answer me. The rest is none of my business. I never promised somebody, if you follow me, I will give you an endless penis and your wife will be 1 mile butt. That is the joke. It is your stupid God who promised men in heaven to have sex with jellyfish. It's your stupid God who told you that your penis will be the same as a palm tree. Imagine this guy, his penis have an umbrella at the end. It's your stupid God who said that you will have an orgasm of 70 years. I mean, how stupid this religion is. The joke is the one who believe in such a scam, which is Islam. And your book is the book of hate, and the Quran is in front of us in the screen. The second you get the Muslim busted, they call you names. And the funny, by calling him Abdul, he get upset. Abdul. All the Muslims, they say, they call themselves Abdul. They call themselves Abdul. Yeah, actually, you know what? More than 10 years ago, the Iranian TV play my video in their official government TV. Lebanese TV, Al Jazeera TV. Who are you? You have no idea who's a Christian Prince. From all the videos on YouTube exposing Islam, the filthy Iranian government, they could not find a better example of those who they call them attacking Islam except me. Now you tell me why. And actually, for me, I don't care if the Iranian TV, you know, now they are challenging a big sheikh from Hezbollah from Lebanon to debate me. Let us see if he will do it. Go and watch my debate with the sheikh, the highest sheikh of Shia in America. I made him shish kebab. Go watch it. Go watch my video, my debate with the head of the Islamic Center of Tennessee, Dr. Nabil Bayekli. I made him shish kebab too. This is why no Muslim want to debate me, because they try it once, twice, thrice, and only fool will come and debate me. And you are the fool. If there is anyone he dare to debate me, I am here. And today is an example what will happen to a Muslim when he try to defend Islam. Yeah, just search Dr. Nabil Bayekli and Christian Prince. It was a radio station. Two imams debating me, Nabil Bayekli and Imam Malik Sar. And Dr. Nabil is the head of the Islamic Center of Tennessee. Go laugh. And the rest, they run away. What I can do? I mean, if Shabir Ali is running away from debating me, ABN they schedule the debate and then he run. One of you, he asked him live. The video is in YouTube. Ask him, you know, when you are going to debate a Christian Prince. He starts saying, well, a Christian Prince, you know, obviously he's run away. He want to debate only American who don't speak Arabic. As simple as that. Because he can play them. He can go around. This is what Islam is about. Anyway, I made a video, by the way, but many of you did not download it. It's called Islam in 15 minutes. It's not. I'm not talking in the video. You can download it from Minds. I advise you. Don't forget to do that. However, I encourage really the Muslims to call us. And you look at this scam here. He says he is hateful, but he could not answer us how Allah he will spread hate until the judgment day. You believe it? I mean, how a person who is a Muslim, he speak against hate when he is following the God of hate? Did this guy lie to us? Says this is about that time, CP. This is about that time. Let me first of all, what kind of God he want to spread hate at that time? But the verse in the front of us say clearly, until the judgment day. Until what? The judgment day. So this guy, he is so upset because we got him busted. In every word he said, we show him that he is not honest. I advise everybody to listen to what the conversation from the beginning and laugh. It's a comedy show. Actually, I advise you to download it and put it in your YouTube, all of you. Let people laugh. It's a comedy. Did he say that this is at that time? What does it say in front of us? To the day of judgment? As you see, you cannot trust a Muslim answering about Islam. They lie. The Muslim, they think by lying to you, they are defending their God. The fact you are doing the opposite, because people didn't notice that you are satanic. Why you lie? That's mean you are ashamed. You see, if Jesus said something, I'm not going to lie about what Jesus said unless I am ashamed of what Jesus said. And this is exactly what the Muslims do. They are ashamed of their Quran, so they deny what the Quran is saying. They say, yeah, that doesn't say that. They are ashamed what their prophet is saying, so they say, oh, the hadith doesn't say that. And then they play the game. They say to you, it's weak, and then I get them busted. This hadith is not weak. I show him it says sahih. The only way to get away from it is to lie. But this is a very good sign, telling us that Muslims are unhappy with their skin. They are wearing a skin, but they don't like it. This is why they lie. I never saw a Muslim, he don't lie when you ask him about Islam. Then we got him busted again and again and again. And this is what we do. This guy is wondering why Christian Prince is doing this. Because I want to show everybody that this is a cult. And me as a Christian, I've been ordered to teach and preach. In this scenario, I'm not preaching, I'm teaching. Christians and non-Christians, they have the right to know the truth, because Islam spending a lot of money trying to deceive people and tell them that this is a great religion. Islam mean peace. Where you get this from? Islam mean peace? Where? Islam mean you surrender. Islam is the opposite. Islam mean killing. Islam mean hate. Islam mean disgusting. Islam mean rape. Islam mean theft. Islam does not mean peace. When Allah He spread hate between the Christians, as we see in front of us on the screen, is that will spread peace? If Islam is peace, I mean, if I spread hate between two of my neighbors, is that what will make peace in the neighborhood? This is Islam. Islam is the religion of the devil. There is no question about it. And if anyone actually think for a second that Islam is not a satanic religion, you are mistaken, my friend. Watch the conversation between me and any Muslim recorded, and you will see. And the second you put the Muslims in the corner, they start cursing you and calling you names and etc. And they try to attack you in a personal stage, because they have no answer. The personal attack is a must, because they cannot respond to your claim. So they try to put you down. It's a sign of bankruptcy. They are bankrupt, the same as their God, Muhammad. Muhammadan, all of them, they share one thing. They share the shame of Islam. This is why they lie about what we believe. Ask any Christian. Huh? How Muslims, what the Muslims they say about the Trinity? They lies about the Trinity. They lie. I never saw a Muslim speak about the Trinity without lying. I never saw a Muslim speaking about Christianity without lying. I never saw a Muslim speaking about Islam without lying. So what is left? They lie about us. They lie about themselves. They lie about their God. They lie about our Messiah. They lie about our Quran, our Bible. They lie about their Quran. So what is left? They lie. Yeah, here we go. Now his mom, she became a Christian. No wonder your mom should. You see, guys. Look. Hold on. Let me show you how stupid this idiot is. Look what he said. Look what he said. He was trying to convince me that Islam did not teach him to hate us. And he said, my parent did not say that to me. And now he's saying, my mother is a Christian. So your mother, she will teach you to hate Christians? If this isn't true, if you are not lying, that explains that you are trying to do taqiyya. You try to fool me, saying to me that my parents are Muslims. And my parents did not teach me to hate the Christians. And now he just said, my mother is a Christian. Do you see what I mean when I say Islam is a scam? So all the conversation about my parents did not teach me to hate Islam was a lie? To hate the Christian, sorry? His mother is a Christian, as he claimed. Musa's, when you talk to Christian Prince, you better count your fingers, because I will make you bite them. You have no idea you are talking to who. Idiot. Stupidity is amazing. So he was practicing taqiyya with us, speaking about his parents. My parents, they never taught me to hate you. Do you know that? How come I never heard of my parents? How many times he repeat that? And now he says to us, my mother, she is a Christian. So, your mother, she never read Al-Bukhari? No, she never read Al-Bukhari. Not all Muslims read Al-Bukhari. But you said, did you say not all Muslims read Al-Bukhari? Do you think all Muslims read the tafsir? And now he just said she is a Christian. So he was lying, saying to us she is a Muslim, and now he said she is a Christian. Muslims, don't be surprised when you see a Muslim lie, and he is stupid when he make his lies. It's in their blood. Stupidity is amazing. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. And I hope, by the way, I might do broadcast tomorrow, so please subscribe if you like what we do. All right. And if you like to read more, you can go to Amazon and you can type Christian Prince and you can search for my books. And if you are a Muslim, no, don't forget to go to Amazon and give my books false review, because you do what you do as a scam. As I showed you, the Muslims, they making reviews for many books, my books, like as an example, this book in German, and they give false review. Look how many false review. 1 star. None of them bought the book. You see here it says, if a person he bought the book, it shows verified purchase. Not even one. This is a German book. Not even one of them he bought the book. Those are the Muslims. My books, the German books, or soon we will have the second German book, is driving the Muslims crazy in Germany. They are making videos on YouTube. Please guys, do something. Christian Prince book everywhere in Germany. Do something. Give him false review, brothers. Do something. And this is a scumbag here. He is making a request live in YouTube saying, go and give Christian Prince false review. If Muslims are people of dignity and if they have a morality, they will not do such a thing as you see this guy here he is doing. What kind of religion? The religion is encouraging its followers to make false review. Unless they are false, their God is false, and their prophet is false, and they have morality, and your father is the devil. That is Islam, my friend. I want to say thank you for being here, guys. I need to go reading. I did not eat since yesterday. Anyway, may the Lord bless you all, and I hope you have a good time. Don't forget to download the video. If you want to have it in your channel, you can cut it off, make it maybe the debate only, or you cut it pieces. It's up to you, but feel free to share my videos. I'm a person who don't care really about how many subscribers I have in my channel. I will be happy if you have in your channel more subscribers than me, as long you are sharing the truth. I am not interested in how many people in my channel. I am interested in how many they will see the truth. And as our Lord says, the truth will set you free. We are seeking the truth. This is why our Messiah, he encouraged us to read the books. Read the books, search the books, find the truth, and the truth will set you free. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. Amen to that. Thank you, and see you soon.